Oh my God, 28.
We're back, bitch.
We're back, bitch.
And we're back with a guest.
We love you guys. You're not bitches. Sometimes you are.
Sometimes.
We're back with a guest. We haven't had a guest in a long time.
Yes.
Well, so this is
I'm
really
excited
nice.
to be finally have a
Very
guest.
refreshing.
Yes, period.
We are here with Jaren. Hi, Jaren.
Chef
Hello.
Jaren, if you're
Chef
nasty.
Jaren.
Yes, if you will. Sometimes.
No, definitely chef. Tell us a little bit about where you've worked, where you've been, your career kind of background.
Yes, we want to get into the origin story a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay, so I started cooking at this small deli in Foggy Bottom. It was like prepared foods, and I was like, I want to learn how to cook. I want to learn how to cook and do these things.
You from DC?
Tacoma Park, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. On the Maryland side or
on the
DC
Maryland
side?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
All right.
But I was like so pressed to like learn how to cook because all this stuff was already prepared. So I started working at the Hamilton on 14th and F.
Okay.
That
Okay.
was, like, the
Shout
very
out to the
first,
Hamilton.
Yeah.
District Wing's amazing. But
Shout
I
out
was
to the
like
sushi happy hour.
Oh yeah, true. But I was like the very first employee down there, and it was great. I was in prep, doing my thing. They moved me upstairs, and Old Ebbitt Grill after that, and Momofuku, Shaw Bijou.
Forgot about
Shaw Bijou.
Yeah,
Okay, that's
yeah.
Kwame's, right?
Yeah,
Kwame's restaurant.
first restaurant.
That lasted
Yeah.
what, like
It was short-lived.
Yeah.
probably
full 5 months?
Maybe 2,
3?
maybe 2 or 3.
Yeah.
Ooh.
It was just ahead of its time in the wrong area, honestly.
For sure. Ooh, okay, I have questions
Yeah.
about that, but I'll wait till we do our sips.
Yeah. Then after that, I went to Rappahannock Oyster Bar. Did a bunch of stuff with them. Jumped around to.
Did you rep on like in Union Market and at the full store, or?
Only at the Union Market
Okay.
location. That was like the best one. It was my first like open kitchen experience where I was just like, oh my god, this is a show. I can have fun with this, you know.
Yeah.
That was cool. Left there, went to open the Passenger, the new one on what is that? On 7th Street, right in Shaw. That was fun. I've been around.
Damn.
Around.
A bunch of places.
Around.
Yeah.
And now, most recently, you're where?
I am. So I went back with Kwame at Keth and Ken.
Okay.
Right before the pandemic, and then pandemic happened, restaurant closed. It became Moon Rabbit.
Moon Rabbit. Okay.
Then that's relocated. So I work for Intercontinental Hotels. I do hotel breakfast. Best omelets in DC.
Okay. Because it is definitely an art to making a good omelet. For
That's
starters.
real.
I just had a fucking omelet at the embassy in Kentucky, and it was just so bland. I was just so sad because I seasoned my eggs, and I was just like, "This is just why do they do this?"
Yeah.
Like, oh my god.
Okay, so I know Jaren because I used to work at Jaren. Sorry, I was like, John. I know Jaren because I used to work at Reliable, and he was my regular for years.
Ah, okay. I did not know that was the
years.
connection here. Okay, cool.
Since not being at Reliable, I go to his pop up Kennedy Street Tacos.
That's what I was waiting for you to mention. We talking about the Intercontinental and shit. I'm talking about these tacos and these crunch wraps.
That's the best motherfucking taco happy hour in the motherfucking city.
And that's on period.
Fucking delicious. I
Best
take
crunch
people there.
wrap.
I take my first dates there.
Thank
you know, people don't know. So
It's a thing
it's
on
really a
Tuesdays.
motherfucking thing. It's
For
so
sure.
delicious, so
Sometimes
good.
I want to record on Tuesday so I can already be in DC just to pop over to Kendrick.
Because usually when we record on Tuesdays, we end up going afterwards.
Yes, they're
Shout
so
out Taco
bomb.
Tuesday.
Taco Tuesdays.
Speaking of, it's on tomorrow.
Tomorrow we are on.
Fabulous. Okay, I'll be having to make sure some time.
I'm gonna have to go by
Yes.
tomorrow too.
Me and Capri
That
was
sounds so
definitely
good.
chasing Jaren down like, Nyugga, where the tacos at?
Where are the
Nobody told you to
tacos?
take time off.
Pull up.
Vacay.
We're
Vacation.
allowed to have vacation.
It is necessary to have vacations. No,
Yes.
for sure.
So
It is
definitely
necessary.
Definitely necessary. And you're working on a new project.
Oh yes, Dive In, Oysters and Martinis.
Yes.
Coming
Oh,
up very
period.
soon. A project with Ben and Tracy.
Yes.
Who you guys know from Reliable. Super excited for that. It's like a chef owner project. So it's gonna be like, all my food and the direction I want to take, and it should be a lot of fun.
This will be great.
That's amazing.
You all had 2 pop-ups so far.
2 pop-ups so
right.
far. Next one's December 3rd.
Nice.
Okay.
Queen's English.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. Oh, I want to go. Okay.
Yeah, that's a Sunday. I might have to do that before I go to the Beyonce movie
Hey.
on a Sunday.
I need my tickets for that.
I need to get my tickets too.
I was gonna say you got yours already.
My
Don't
day,
get it.
my day in my head is that Sunday, so
Okay.
I'm like,
Lord, let me ask why she'd reach out. You know she's a damn beehiver, so I know she wants to actually make it a thing. Yes, I'll probably just get the tickets and be like,
but that would be nice too. You know, she want to go.
She likes stuff like
I think
that.
Meeting Beyonce was like the first time I've ever been like starstruck. Like,
You met Beyonce?
What the fuck, y'all? We are 1 degree.
I mean, wait a minute
away.
now. We are 1 degree away from Beyonce. Hold up now.
It's,
we need to jump into this first sip because there's so many things. We about to go to so many different directions.
Jump into what we're drinking today.
We are commemorating having Jaren on the pod with a lovely lineup of 8-year single barrels from Blue Run Distilling, or Blue Run Spirits, because they don't even know. Anyway, from Blue Run Spirits. So I'm going to get into a little tiny bit about it.
Okay.
Blue Run Spirits is back with 10 6-year-old barrels. Yeah, 10 6-year-old barrels that received their final aging of 2 years in the sweet spot of a second rick house to create additional harmony and balance. It's so funny the things that they like attribute to harmony. Anyway, 5 of those barrels we happen to have a sale box. So we have 5 of those 10 barrels that were released.
Wow.
So these are currently available on the website and on the sale box app. The bourbon found in Blue Run 8-year-old single barrel will be
That's one thing.
Bless it, child. That was a great attempt.
All the time.
You can't do that.
That
I
is
also can't do
hilarious.
the African teeth sucking either. Like,
Oh, I didn't realize I could do it.
I was going to be able to do that.
They do a lot of fucking. It's about creating air between your tongue and the
hard for
roof
me.
of your mouth.
I've been trying so hard because it'd be like, if I could do it, it's something like that. It's close to that.
It was close to that. I was going to say the problem was you were putting your tongue in front of your teeth. You have to keep your tongue behind your teeth to make the sound. It's the face. It's the face for me, y'all. Oh my God.
Not easy.
I would hand that out to you, hoes, if I could do it properly every day.
I would do it. Me same.
Oh my
same.
God.
What? Say something else.
Yeah.
Okay, the bourbon found in Blue Run 8-year-old single barrel will be familiar to many as it's one of the exceptional whiskeys featured in the recently released Trifecta. Okay, got it. So some of this was a part of the Trifecta blend. Great. Fab. And their sweet spot was on, floor level 3 of Bardstown's Warehouse G. Okay, most people aren't going to know where that is. So
Yeah, no clue.
It's in the sweet spot of
Got
one
it.
of Bardstown's Rick houses, y'all. And it's got a mash of 75% yellow corn, 21% rye, and 4% malted barley. And it is aged in barrels with a level 3 char. Okay.
All of them have the same mash bill.
Mm-hmm.
All of them have the same barrels, but they're same.
They're different
char.
barrels. Yeah, same level
Different
of char,
barrels.
though.
Gotcha.
Yeah, different barrels, all level 3 char. Okay, well,
All
let's get
8
into the
year.
first one.
Okay. Let's do it.
All right, so now the first one, I love the names of these for starters, y'all. I think that's so great. The first one is Bark and Bite. And so this one is 122.8 proof. Y'all already know how we do.
Oh
We do
my
cast
God.
strength around here.
122.8?
We do adult sips around here, child.
We grown.
Ooh.
And so, Jaren, this will be your first time doing this with us. So, of course, we start with the nose.
Yes.
You're going to share what you're smelling, what you're experiencing. There is no wrong answer. So don't feel like you have to, overthink it. Ooh, already I'm getting really fruity.
Yeah.
It's giving how we come across that organic fruit roll up situation sometimes.
Okay. I agree.
It's kind
fruit
of giving,
leathery.
Yeah.
For me, it was also like cinnamon, almost like
Cinnamon for sure. It's giving a couple of
Artificial
baking
cinnamon.
spices. Yeah.
Warm spices.
Artificial cinnamon. That's very true.
a little bit of like blueness. Sometimes that happens with whiskey.
I'm getting almonds here too.
Almonds. I get lemon oil, orange.
Very nice.
Yeah. All right, come on, Mr. Chef. What's it give?
I agree with what you guys said. There's definitely some cinnamon in there. Fruity for sure.
That caramel's there. It's kind of an undercurrent.
Woo!
My first sip was sweet.
Tell you what, it's got that bite.
Ooh.
That woof woof, honey.
All the heat is at the tip of my tongue.
What was that little smack?
I tried. Yeah.
Oh my god. I can't do it at all.
We're gonna have a tutorial on this. I'm gonna figure it out. I gotta figure out how to explain it to people.
It just comes
When I figure out my
naturally,
formula,
Right.
we'll get back to you.
Oh,
on
that was close.
There you go. There you go.
Maybe I need
You
more
just want to
spit.
create that air bubble between your tongue and the roof of your mouth. Like, you don't want to put it
Damn.
flat on your.
Yeah, that shit echoes.
You know why I do it so fucking often? I really get practice. It's like my favorite transition sound.
So let me taste this again.
Yeah, because that first sip was hot.
It was like sweet on the tip of my tongue for me. And then it gets...
Ton of dark
warm.
chocolate. I like that.
Yeah.
Definitely
Dry.
warm, tannins, mouth filling. It's tannic, but it's also viscous. It's not like thin.
Right. I agree.
I like the texture. That's the high corn.
Oh.
And I like that they did level 3 char. It's not
Do a whole-
too much smoke.
You want some water?
Sure. I just...
Yeah, hit me with 5. Thank you.
Oh, okay. I
think that was-
I count. I don't know. I just
That
started
was. I
squeezing.
think it was 6, but it's all good. I'll take it.
She gave us a hefty pour this first one. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I did. I didn't mean to, but hey.
Look at her. She got like. I was like, she be look. First
On the
off,
bright side, it's delicious. So
I've
like,
been
good,
watching,
very
but my
good.
girl been doing tasting videos. Really great content she's been putting out, and
Thank
she
you.
does this cute bottle clink with her glass, and I love that so much.
thank you.
Let's
I've been trying to
get
do the
it.
sound effects.
I love it. I'm like, yes, that alone needs to be just something trademarked.
Like a
But-
bunch of. Can you trademark a clink?
trademark clink.
God.
'Cause this is the,
It's probably
these
hard to
still clink.
control something like
It's a
that.
these still clink, period. So when that just reminded me of the liquid. But I was saying that because before she does the clink, she pours a hefty pour.
Oh my god, I do
It'd
be
be like-
happy.
I'm like,
Sometimes I pour it back, and sometimes I don't. I'll just be like, "Fuck it, we gonna go with it."
I was like, girl.
That's
Okay,
the joys
cherry
of
on
me,
the
like
nose
doing
now.
it by myself. I can always pour it back.
Definitely got like cherry, almost Robitussin cherry on the nose with the water.
Yes, water opened up more of the chocolate on the nose too.
Chocolate for sure.
Water definitely changed it.
Yeah.
That's
Guys
the
are teaching
beauty
me
of
something new.
Yeah,
That's
so
amazing.
always the first thing when I'm telling people, like when they're really getting into whiskey,
Yeah.
I always say when you first of all always taste it at the proof that it's at first for starters, and always nose it. If you're gonna add water, fine, but never do full squishes.
Yeah.
Always do drops because you want to find your own sweet spot of where you like it best.
Now on the palate, I get like mole, so like dark chocolate and spice happening a little bit, which is really, really, really
That's fun.
cool.
Mole. I'm into
That's-
that.
Yeah. And this is at 5 drops.
This you were at.
You have
I
3.
Give you 3.
Okay.
Yeah,
I have 6.
and I did 2 squishes. Because I was like, get the water in that bitch. Okay.
So we're tasting this at 3 different levels of dilution, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. And that matters too.
Definitely does. Water content makes a major difference.
Yeah, that's really tasty.
I like
It's
this.
warming me up on this nice, cool, sunny day.
It's finally fall outside, y'all. It's finally fall outside. I don't know if I was ready for it. Don't get me wrong,
I never get.
but I'm always holding on to heat. I'm
always
that's just
holding on to
me.
heat, and I go to Jamaica next month, and I'm very, very much excited to get on an island before the end of the fucking year. Because I be feeling like I didn't travel anywhere this year, and I really fucking did.
You,
but
bitch, you was gone every. This bitch was gone every month. Talking about she didn't feel like she traveled this year.
I went nowhere. So
I feel
stagnant.
like I wish I would have did more than one island because we did Aruba and that was fab,
Yeah, so this is gonna
But
be my
I-
second island.
yeah.
Well, no, I did Puerto Rico. So
which counts.
You guys
That
going
counts
to
for
Jamaica
sure.
together?
No, she's going to
for
a wedding, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I
So,
saw
yeah.
shout out to DJ Lally, DJ Marvelous. I love you all. Can't wait for it.
Yes,
And then I was talking
congrats
to the
to
other
you,
girls that
girl.
are gonna be there. Their dress is gonna be purple, and I'm perfect because I have a purple dress that I haven't worn yet.
Yes.
So, bitches, I don't have to find a dress. I do need to get my hair done. I'm gonna recolor my roots.
You are? Okay.
Recolor my roots.
Yeah, I've been
Do
waiting a
some
little
kinda
bit, waiting for my
thing.
new growth to get a little longer before I
Probably do some purple. No, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Maybe some pearl or something
on your
my
nails. Yeah, don't do purple nails.
I really liked when I did marble for her.
Unless you're gonna do a different shade of purple, because that's fun.
That's true.
Then you'll be like a walking
The
ombre.
marble though
Yes,
that I got.
honey. Yeah.
Yeah. Period.
Oh, okay, so this Beyonce meet. What's going on?
Okay, yes. Let's get back into what's really important. You met Beyonce.
So, the gold party, I think it was like 2019. Kwame flies me out to LA.
That's so dope.
My first time in LA. I'm out there like, dang, this is wild. He's like, you're going to Shuck Oysters for like the gold party, which is like their after party after the Oscars.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wow.
That's vicious.
So I'm like, all right, cool. I get there. And
what
they're
a
like,
career. Like,
right?
just one of those moments
really
you put
nice.
in your...
Low key. I don't really talk about it that often.
But you should subtle
Because
flex.
I
I
didn't
started
know.
talking about Beyonce, and I was like, oh, yeah, she's like real Beyonce in real life. Like,
She's as
She's a
awing
person?
that
Like
in
in
person
real
as people
life.
think.
yeah, so, I get there, and it's like he basically turned this parking garage into a club.
Oh, nice.
So it was like, if you had to know about it to be there, right? They take your phones, there's no recording or anything
That's
like
great.
that. And they're like, yeah, you're not shucking oysters, you're frying chicken. And I was like, all right.
Okay.
I can do that too.
Right.
I'm like, all right.
Stay ready. You ain't got to get ready.
So I'm sitting there frying all this chicken, and the servers are coming back, and they're like, past hors d'oeuvres, so they're like, walking around the dining room, like, or the garage, and, handing out the chicken, and then they stopped eating, right? So I'm like, oh, this is boring. Let me see what I'm gonna do, right?
Yeah.
So I wandered around the hotel, and I'm like wandering around, like, seeing what I could find or what's cool, and it's like these guys walking past me with their Oscars and their tuxedos, and I'm like, oh, I don't know who you are, but congratulations.
Right.
Whatever, But then sitting there talking to the security guard, and all of a sudden I see this flashlight like behind my, on my feet behind me, and I turn around and I look, and it's like Beyonce. Like I'm
With a ton of security, I'm sure.
No, she was just. It was her. Behind her was Solange.
Okay.
And I couldn't see anything else. I was just like,
okay.
I froze.
Right.
I was like, God. She's like, excuse me, and I'm like, God. So I like.
She spoke to you.
Oh man, she has like a voice I'll never forget. Like she's taller than I expected. Like I'm 5'11". I think she was like 5'9" in heels. You know what I mean?
Okay,
like,
okay.
Very tall, and I was just like, damn, I with Beyonce. It's like, Jesus.
That's
So,
an amazing experience.
Yeah, I ran back to the kitchen. I'm like, yo, I just saw Beyonce. They're like, you're lying. And I was like, no, she's in that villa right over there. And I like, snuck out again, and you could like see her. And I was like, this is crazy. Like,
That is fucking crazy.
That's
close
fucking
enough
great.
close enough to touch, but
Yeah.
I
That's
was- I was
awesome.
too-
Well, congratulations to you
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
That's
for even
once in a
breathing the
lifetime
same
thing.
air, child.
Right, in the same room.
Because while I'm not a beehiver, I definitely love me some Beyonce. I love what she represents.
Are
I
you a
love how
Yeah.
she carries herself. Hell no.
Are you a what?
I
there's like
I can't even name any
Swiftie?
Taylor Swift songs, and there's like
Taylor
maybe
Swift.
Oh,
three.
shit.
I
No,
think
absolutely not.
No, there's like 3 songs that I've heard that I
Though
really
I
fuck
feel like they're
with.
trying to make her the
I
white
can't
Beyonce.
She
And
is
I'm out
the
of it.
white
And
Beyonce.
she's not.
Who's the white
She's
Beyonce?
not.
No one, because Beyonce's
is not-
Beyonce.
I mean, but who's Beyonce to them?
White people?
Yeah.
Beyonce.
Right. My white Beyonce is pink. That's just my personal preference, though. It's not down to like, okay, she ain't dancing and doing all, you know what I'm saying? She ain't doing all that.
Pink
But
be doing
she
some
puts
stuff.
on a performance, bitch, and she
Yeah.
gives vocals, she gives theatrics, she gives
No,
acrobatics.
they motherfucking. I
She
first off,
puts
I didn't
on
know
a
that they
show.
were-
She gets slept on. So
Yeah, I didn't know that
that's
Beyonce
her for me.
and Taylor Swift were touring at the same time. So it was just
yeah, now they
was
both
so-
have tour movies coming out,
it's
and
very
like
weird.
very
But
interesting.
That's what they definitely tried to do, like a
Yeah.
parallel for. the
it doesn't
two
give that.
women, but-
Taylor Swift does not
I think
give
Taylor
that.
Swift be
Bless her
great.
heart, and I respect your hustle because you out here working these niggas.
Yeah.
These people
But-
love you, girl, and
Right.
keep doing it. You still sound the same.
Right.
I don't know. All your songs sound the same, but
I was
yeah.
gonna say I don't know if the music has evolved to anything that I could like.
I don't know. Supposedly the
resonate
lyrics
with?
are nice. Supposedly the lyrics are like really hitting, and I'm like, I guess I don't know.
Right.
I don't pay
I
attention
I don't know enough about it, but
Blessings
No.
to y'all, you Swifties
Blessings
out there.
to
No shade.
you. But going back to saying, you knew how to fry chicken. Is there something that they could have told you to make that you would have been like, oh my god, I don't know how to do that?
That you would have been like freaked out about.
no. For me, I'm super resourceful, right? So it's like, with the Google University is what I call it, right? So
Yeah.
it's like whenever I don't know something or I'm uncomfortable in a situation, I'm like, I'll Google it.
Yeah.
and then I
Because once you have the like technical foundation,
do
you
whatever
can just kind of
exactly.
Yeah.
Once
I
you
love
have,
that.
like,
I
a
love
solid
that.
foundation. You're like, what? My secret ingredient is confidence. I'm like,
Yeah.
of course I can do that.
Yes.
I like, you know what?
Got
I'm
you.
taking that nugget and I'm tucking that right in my bra because I needs that.
Got it done.
Secret
Love
ingredient
it.
is confidence.
Yeah, love it. Love it. Love
That's
it.
a word.
I love that so much. All right. Do we want to do second sip or want to go into this intro conversation? Well,
let's do second sip and then go into the intro.
Second sip.
Second sip. So now we had Bark and Bite.
Yes.
We are moving into Razzle and Dazzle, honey.
Razzle, dazzle, honey.
Yes, dog.
You already know that it's giving 8 year. And this is 115.2 proof. So we're moving down the scale a little bit. Ooh, and you can already kind of tell on the nose that it's a little lower in proof.
Yeah.
Because it's just a little less of that bite behind the aromas.
Less of the glue smell, too.
Vanilla, maybe?
Yeah, definitely vanilla, like vanilla extract, because it's like sweet vanilla.
Yeah. It's like orange and peach for me, too.
Yeah, definitely. Almost peach ring, but not the sour kind.
Yeah.
What was the proof on the first one?
122.8. So approaching 123. Now we're at 115.
Peach ring, but also kind of like Nantucket Nectar peach orange
Ooh,
juice.
how specific.
That's very good.
Wow. You can tell she be going to the local liquor stores and stuff.
Okay.
Going in the fridge, bitch, getting that good Nantucket.
Corner store.
That good corner store
Curry
juice.
out.
It's Nantucket and Everfresh. You're going to get one of them motherfuckers.
But yeah, that's mostly what I'm pulling.
I mean,
out.
yeah, citrus, stone. Not much chocolatiness on this one. Not much cacao. That vanilla's cool though.
Yeah.
And I kind of get that on the palate. Orangey,
Wow.
peachy.
Now, cacao does translate to the palate though. Not on the nose,
finish.
but on that finish for sure.
Yeah.
It's like an after note after that fruit.
Yeah,
This is
are
interesting
very good.
texturally. This one kind of gets not chalky, but like
It's kinda
really
chalky.
soft. You get what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I'm hesitant to use certain words sometimes because people listening might like misinterpret what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Give me, yeah, that's good. That's good.
This is my favorite part, how the water changes it.
Yes. And so one thing that I learned from this elder white gentleman that I was sipping whiskey with
Come
my
on,
friend
Elder
Sonia.
White.
He was telling
Elder
me,
White the Gray.
Shout out to Tom. He told me don't swish my pour when I add the water. Just roll it
Okay.
to
Why?
integrate
I already
it.
swished.
Because when you
Sorry.
swish it, it
Agitates
agitates all the ethanol and brings that right to the top, which is what we actually don't want. So you're just gonna roll it to integrate the
Yeah.
water and then nose. I was like, oh, okay. He was like, what do you do if you would have agitated a hornet's nest? What's that gonna do? They're just all gonna swarm at you.
Thanks, Tom.
True.
Well, it's the same. It's the same thing with that whiskey. All you get is all of those volatiles at the top. I was like, okay,
Nice.
gotcha.
Now
I
it's
like a
kinda
good analogy.
Strawberry kind of going on. Some
Ooh.
honey.
Honey, for sure.
Honey for fucking sure.
Damn, that's amazing. 5 little drops of water.
Yeah.
Wow, brought out all that sweet.
Just changed that.
It smells really good. Razzle Dazzle for sure. Razzly Dazzly.
The Razzle and the Dazzle. Trey, did you name these? I'ma ask you, honey. Yeah,
Hey,
okay.
Trey.
This chain.
I've never met you before. What's going on?
Say I love my friend.
Definitely still cacao. Definitely still a little bit of that fruit going on.
Yeah, interesting. It dried it out. The water
Right.
kind of not dried it out. It thinned it out. Maybe is the word I'm looking for. No, it made my mouth dry more.
Yeah,
I said the
dry.
right
I
word.
think it was more
Dried
dry.
it out. Yeah, because texturally it's not thinner.
More, it kind of feels waxy towards the finish too.
Yeah, it
Then
went
that-
from that dry chalkiness to waxy.
Yeah.
There we go.
Which is pretty cool.
Okay, a shift in the
All right,
viscosity.
So, I came across this thing, of course, on Instagram. Y'all already know I be on Instagram.
Y'all know how we do.
And I thought it was hilarious, so I'm going to show y'all.
Yo, whoever's single that wants to date Justine right now,
Let me start over.
What's your name?
Justine.
How long you been single for?
Hey, Justine.
Today?
Oh shit.
Sorry, brightness.
Yeah, what's your name?
Justine.
How long you been single for?
Today.
Today? That empty seat, that was where your man was supposed to be?
Yeah.
Drama. Yo, whoever's single that wants to date Justine right now, report to the stage. All of a sudden, is just coming to the stage, dog. Wait, do you work here? Hold on.
Oh my god.
We got this down. How about we ask everyone their favorite rapper, and then you can eliminate them by what they say.
Nah, that's a fact. Okay, that's a good one.
Kendrick.
Ooh.
No Kanye.
I'm not
Damn.
a fan of Drake's.
Ooh.
Get him out of here.
Jobs or their major?
I work in film production. Hey, we know where he works. Graduated in math. Oh, he's
Just graduated in math.
Touch his chest. 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 Yeah, you deserve it.
Damn, the chest wasn't given.
One last question to determine who's gonna be the winner. All right.
How do you feel about kids?
Is it because you want kids or?
I don't want kids.
I want kids. Okay, hold on. My man right here, my man. I'd rather be like a pet dad.
I love pets.
Oh, look at that.
Look at us making matches.
Kiss.
Oh, hell no.
That's what I thought was weird.
It's love at first sight.
Is it?
We did it.
Okay.
Get out of the warehouse guy. Come on. Hey, what's your name?
Okay.
Wow. Wow. One, that's a really fun impromptu thing to do at a show.
It really is.
I would enjoy a show like that.
100%. I thought that was really great, but at the same time, don't pressure people to kiss.
Don't pressure me to kiss no nigga I just met because I don't know what the fuck he got going up in that mouth.
Just met this man. First off, she had like 8 people on the stage. There was 8 dudes like me. let me get to Justine. I don't even know if they saw what she looked like. Like I think
Right, they
just ran
barely
up to
had
the
a
stage.
second to even take in what they were like jumping up at.
But I brought that up to say, would you put yourself in that position?
Okay, for the sake of fun, I would do it.
Okay, yeah.
I would do. I would do that.
I
Why not?
personally, I don't
I'm not
know.
kissing the motherfucker. Then you got me fucked up. Got me fucked up.
I don't think I have it in me to do something like
I would
that.
do it to be
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah.
I would love to be able to sit there and interview 8 random people and just see what happens.
Oh, because honestly, that was just a short clip, but that probably took up a good like 30, 40
Had
minutes
to.
of the
Yeah, yeah.
show.
Had to.
You know, like, do they do that every show? Like, I want to see more people now. Make it a
Right, I want to see more of his show. Like, do you always do this? You ask this
Definitely.
question and respond to every single person, like
Right.
pick someone to bring up and do this dating show thing, like, or is it just like a special bit?
Would
that
you guys be on the
love pets.
dating show? I think Love is Blind or something's coming to DC. What's it called?
I've been
Yes.
trying to get Capri and my best friend Shantae, you stubborn bitches. I've been trying to get them to fucking audition for Love is Blind DC.
Yes,
I need my
yes.
friends to get on dating shows because I can't, but I would
Yeah.
because I think it's such a fun human experiment.
It is horrible. I don't want to do with any of these people. I don't care. I don't care to watch it. I don't care about to be with these people. I even see I be scrolling on Instagram just to see people's analyzation of these people, and it's like they all sound horrible. They all sound like trash. Like
I
whatever's going
mean,
on right now
it's very reflective
with
of
the,
like.
the white guy that turned down the girl because of her makeup or some shit.
Oh my god, okay, JP. Okay, so he got weird around Taylor because when they finally met in
So you
person, and
watch
so,
this
I
show.
do.
Yes.
And so I'm a reality TV girl. I like the human experiment of it all.
Yes.
And so, yes, JP, which is this awkward, like all American white boy, got with this all American blonde white girl. They hadn't seen each other,
America.
but they bonded on that through the pods. And so they finally see each other in person, and she, has her little insecurities or whatever, because she's a fluffier girl, but she's pretty. And so, she got all done up and stuff, wanted to look her best when she saw her boo for the first time. Apparently, he's not into the makeup and the lashes and all the things. And so when he saw her, he didn't, outwardly, say anything or anything like that. He was just, awkward. But, of course, at the time, she's nervous and all that, too. So you just chalk it up to nerves. And so then they get to the point of going on the honeymoon to Mexico, wherever the fuck they went. And he's he's silent as fuck. Like, it was like trying to literally pull whiskey from a turnip.
Oh my god.
Like, you couldn't, he just wouldn't fucking talk. And he wanted her to carry every conversation and all the shit. And it's making her feel self-conscious and all that. And she's already a self-admitted overthinker. So it just sent her in a mental little spiral or whatever. Yeah. And so she's broaching the conversation and stuff though, because production's going to push you to force the conversation anyway. And so finally, after all these tries of trying to figure out why he's not talking, he then finally brings it up just something about being
lashes.
surprised by basically, but just how he was surprised by all the makeup and lashes and stuff, and he was like, I actually think you look great just like this, and she was just faces whatever, probably just washed her face or you know, and was I actually think you look great like this, all the fake stuff and the lashes and the makeup threw me off. and I like seeing you like this. And so, I mean, his delivery was not great.
Okay.
Especially after, like, at least 2 days of just being, like,
Weird.
a fucking mute.
Yeah.
It was really weird.
Yeah, we've been talking, because how long
People
did
are
they
weird.
talk before they, like...
I think it's, like, 2 weeks in the
together.
pod or something like that. You do, like, all the talking and stuff, or maybe it's, like, a full week. I don't exactly understand the timing. By the time they get to the point of saying I do or I don't, it's, like, 2 months.
Right, because don't they... What?
Yeah, it's wild. It's wild.
Get married?
So here's how it goes. You're in these pods dating around, whatever. You establish your connections, your strong connections, and you kind of focus in on those.
But you don't see each other yet.
You
right?
don't
It's
see
like
each other
behind
this
that,
entire time.
Right.
So before you leave these pods and see each other, somebody's proposing.
That's ridiculous.
And so then you have 2 weeks together, either 2 or 3 weeks together where you're actually in person with each other. You move into like a home together. You either they move into like a neutral space, like an apartment that they put you in so that no one person feels out of place really, or both people feel out of place just on neutral ground. And then after that, but you get to see each other's place and stuff. And then after that, there's a wedding day. And at that point, you are either saying I do or I don't. So the people can either choose to get married or choose to walk away. Some people choose to walk away, come back together after it's all said and done and start to date and feel it out that way or whatever. But yeah. So the whole point is at the end, is love truly blind? Like, can you connect with someone enough to want to marry them sight unseen?
For money, yes.
For money, people definitely can.
Well, apparently Netflix don't really be paying motherfuckers much, so there ain't gonna be that much money not to be making a life decision like that. But child, yeah, so he, after all this, the silence and all the drama, he says that that's kind of why he's been awkward and weird. It's more than that. He's just an awkward, weird ass motherfucker because he then says later in a production interview that he's, pushed a lot of women away like that, like the being super like reserved, not saying much, not sharing much or whatever.
I think I'm socially
and that he's
awkward.
heard that before. Yeah. There's a difference between being socially awkward and a fucking mute.
So he was just like,
now this nigga was a mute. Like it's like you can start a conversation with him. Like he just kept throwing it back at her. Like. You can awkwardly work your way through a social interaction, especially if you're courting a person.
Right.
Yeah, what's the
and
point
they were
of doing
just
this?
having conversations away from,
Every day.
through a pod, like through a wall. Like you were talking just fine. Now the bitch is in your face, and you decide to be quiet now.
Get off.
Like this shit is stupid. So,
I can see a woman.
child, Love is Blind
no.
is very interesting.
That's too much. Too
Like,
much.
but with this shitty fucking dating world that I fucking witnessing out here, at this point I'm gonna try anything unorthodox. Why not? For me, trying online dating for the one time that I tried, it was my unorthodox way of like just meeting different people, seeing what gives.
Yeah.
Like,
how'd it go?
I met my wife.
Perfect. Look at that.
And then I got off the app. And I've not been on an app since. So, I mean, hey.
That's true. I didn't know a lot of people.
It's just a way of kind of expanding the pool of people.
Yeah.
I guess so.
Yeah.
It'll always be weird, usually.
It's going to be weird either way, so I feel like why not have fun? Either way, it's going to be fucking weird.
I guess so.
So you wouldn't throw yourself in like a randomized situation like that?
No, I don't. I don't know. Randomness is too much. Randomness is like I get uncomfortable and I'm just like overwhelmed and I'm like,
But sometimes isn't uncomfortable a good thing? Sometimes though, especially if when it comes to like.
I feel like if you can avoid it, no, right? Why would I do that?
because uncomfortability challenges growth. If you
If
stay in where you're comfortable, how do you ever grow?
True, very true.
That's how you've done your career.
True, very true. But I think dating aspect is different, right? I think that, I don't know. It's tough. I don't know. I don't know. I just don't think I have the personality for that. Like I'm very awkward.
You're not awkward.
You're not awkward. I don't know why I keep saying that.
That's
That's the back of house in him wanting to like be the man behind the curtain.
I don't have a lot of patience for people.
I have next to no patience.
That's why I don't work in front of the house. Right? I'm just like, I remember I did this job, Sophie's Cuban Cuisine. It was like on 11th Street or somewhere downtown. Who knows? But I was a bike messenger and I would deliver this food and it was fun. Everybody quit. They were like, "Hey, Jan, we need you to answer phones." And I'm like, "All right, I got you." Seems dispatching seems easy enough. So I like got this call one day and I'm like, "Hey, what do you want?" Blah blah blah.
Hey, what do you want?
He was like, "Oh, I want a Ropa Vieja or something like that." I was like, "Okay, cool." I get it from. I recognize he called again a couple days later. I recognized the voice. He was like, y'all got boiled eggs? And I'm like, no, we don't. You know, typically what we have on the menu is going to be right there. Mm-hmm. And he was like, you guys have pepper jack cheese? And I'm like, bro, you playing with me? And like, do you think this is a game? Like, I got time to be, you know, like just answer your random questions. Like,
right.
Oh, you know, sometimes y'all got stuff in the back that's not really on the menu. I was like, no, what we have here
is what we have here.
Like, that's what I got to give you.
Right.
I was like, call me back when you done playing games, and I hung up. I was like,
maybe I'm not a front of house guy.
Like, maybe I don't, maybe that wasn't the best. Like, you playing games. At that point,
Nigga, you holler at me when you ready to be serious.
Right. Are you hungry or not? Click. When you hungry, you'll call back.
First of all, that's so great.
That is hilarious.
That's so fucking great.
Yeah. It was
Did he call back?
I can't remember. I was just like, you deal with somebody.
He moved on to the next fucking call.
I'm already gone.
That's funny
Yeah,
as fuck.
People, I don't know where it began. Well, I guess from the beginning of time, but do think that your kitchen is theirs to play with. So like they see items in different dishes. So
there's always gonna be that person that thinks to order something off menu.
So they want you to take this out of this dish, but from that dish, I want to use that goat cheese from that dish and put it on my salad on this dish.
Yeah, my mom's
definitely that girl. I know that
girl.
You have it. But like, you know,
making stuff up.
My mom is definitely that girl. She'll order off menu if she knows she can get away with it.
Exactly.
She would take advantage. Get those chicken tenders, but toss it in that buffalo sauce that you use on the burger because I want buffalo chicken tenders right now.
A whole different station in the kitchen.
Yeah,
we're not just back there like, hey, throwing each other bowls.
No bullshit.
What? That ain't how it works.
Throwing each other bowls.
There are different sections. If you didn't know about the back of the house, there are
I pictured a bowl flinging across the kitchen in the back right now. Like, tortilla cheese. Like, nigga, that's for the salad. This is for the omelet. This was not intended for your burger.
This area.
Like,
not get that
that's great.
On this.
So I've got like a class restaurant group training, right, in restaurants, and it's like a yes restaurant. It's like yes, 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 and there's always that one server who will say yes to everything
without asking.
I'm like, man, you can say no sometimes.
Or you can just say, let me check with the kitchen. Yeah. And even if you don't check with the kitchen because you know they're going to say no, just come back and say, unfortunately, we can't do that. What else can I do for you? Like, there are ways to work around this. Like,
I'm already slow, man.
And first of all,
I gotta read
that sound gives me so much anxiety. If it goes on a little too long, oh my God. I'm like, dog.
What's going on? All you see is red letters. So he's like, and the ink has been changed in a while.
So now it's faded pink and shit.
Can't see shit.
Squinting and shit.
Now the fucking receipt paper done already tore off and it's still mid-order. You gotta fucking redo the... Right. It's annoying. Please stop being that customer. Please don't. That guest. I'm sorry. The ghost.
Removing is easier than adding.
Yeah.
If you could just remove items, I'd rather you do that than try to make up your own dish.
Try to fuse dishes and shit.
At this point, just go eat at home and then come drink, because I don't know what to do.
Eat at home and then come drink. But also come eat, because like we want there to be revenue on the food side too, not just if we're talking bottom line here. You know,
just kidding. Come to Kennedy Street Tacos
for sure. Yes. You won't have to modify anything.
You don't, because it's all delicious.
Literally fucking delicious.
Oh, great!
I'm sold. We'll see tomorrow, Jaron. It's just I'm tired of this bullshit.
The yuca fries, you're gonna be in great hands,
right? Because I don't eat Taco Bell anymore. I stopped a long time ago, and this gives me my like Taco Bell fix. Yeah. Like when I'm craving that type of taco, or particularly a fucking crunch wrap, because that's what I'm obsessed with. Yeah. I go to fucking Kennedy Street Tacos.
You know, I feel like everyone's
nostalgic
doing crunch
for me.
Wraps now, right? And I like,
because it's like a nostalgic thing. Nobody's gonna be at home making a fucking crunch wrap. Me personally, I'm not. Though I could go through the things and do all that, I don't want to.
It's a lot of steps.
It's a lot of fucking steps, and I'm not guaranteed to get it right. So I'd rather just go where I know it's gonna be right, and where I am not gonna be getting like faux meat and like soy and shit. Like quality ingredients with the nostalgic feel of one of my old faves.
That's what I do it for. That's exactly what I do it for.
That's what it gives. The intention is definitely translated through the final product. So kudos to you. Kudos to you.
I started during the pandemic, just stealing like all these like fast food chain restaurants and like how can I make it like my own
and make it good?
Yeah,
genuinely.
For sure. Anything special on the menu tomorrow?
Facts. What's that?
Yeah, so I do a special every week. Tomorrow I'm doing the Yuck taco. which
Yucca
We
bean.
talked about this.
I've never had a yucca bean. Please
so
do
it's
tell.
Yakame.
It's
Remember we were talking about the
New Orleans
yeah.
old sober. It's like a soup
Almost
you eat.
ramen-ish.
Yeah, it's like almost like ramen.
Oh.
But I realized like I enjoy making like dipping tacos. So I have like a surf and turf taco, and you dip it into like this beef broth with like a 6-minute egg in it, and it's flavored with like acid.
I'm not like a beef eater, but I want to try it.
Yeah,
It's gonna be good. Yeah.
Damn.
she's not a beef eater though. Somebody made her eat a burger.
Child. After I survived 3/4 of this burger, oh my god.
gosh.
Jesus Christ. I think we told the listeners.
Did we? I don't remember.
Maybe? Because we talked about Philly.
We did talk about
I think we talked about how I thought that I was going to die.
Craziness, man.
But yeah, somebody gave me a beef burger when I ordered Impossible.
Yeah.
And it was so good. I made it through 3/4 of it before.
Dang, you were like, oh.
Wow.
No.
I was
kept trying
amazed
to
thinking
make
that they
me
just did like a
taste it.
really great job
Yeah.
with the Impossible meat or Beyond
She
Meat or
said
whatever.
Impossible burger. And he asked single or double, I think.
Yeah,
And you
no, I had said
double.
the whole thing. I said I want a double patty Impossible burger. This fool thought I said double
If
patty if
possible.
possible. It's on the menu. I know it's possible. Why would you interpret it that
Crazy
way?
shit.
love it.
That shit blew me, but I was like, you know what?
I'm so mad.
We made it through.
Made it through. I
We
made it
made
through
it
the other
through.
side.
Made it through.
Digestive
the
tract intact.
wilderness.
So whatever. So I think I could stand a dip of some beef.
Yeah,
beef
yeah. Just a
broth.
little-
I'll be okay. I want to try a dipping taco. I have to.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't really like. It's not like, oh, if I have a bite, it'll kill me type thing. I just stopped eating it a really long time ago.
Right.
And so too much of it would definitely fuck me up.
Yeah, 100%.
I've definitely had it happen. So, yeah, I just don't make a habit of partaking. But I'll have a little sliver of like steak or whatever if my wife eats
all.
something. I'll try. Because at the end of the day, I like food and I want to taste good stuff. So I'll always try a little sliver of something or whatever, but I don't indulge
Yeah.
in red meat or pork.
Pleasant bites.
Yeah,
I was just
exactly.
about to say, is Ross still eating the red meats now?
Yeah, she's
Okay.
back on the chest. She had some lamb chops on Saturday, child.
Whoa.
Chew them up. They were good.
Yes.
I could attest to that one, child. Ooh, I have one for where we eat. Never minds me. Okay.
I love that. All right, let's get to our third sip.
Yes, let's do
before
our
we get
third
into our
sip
West-
because then I have questions about working for Kwame and our topics. Ooh, yum. Okay, so after the Razzle and the Dazzle,
That's a Dazzle, honey.
we are going to be sipping Smoke and Mirrors.
Yeah.
Oh my god. This one is...
These are all fun.
Yeah.
The names are so great. That's why I said, Trey, did you name these? Because this sounds like some shit you would like come up with. So Smoke and Mirrors is 116 proof. Similar to the previous one.
Yeah.
Really light on the nose.
I don't know. It's definitely like lemon for me.
Yeah.
Oil.
Way more citrus on this one.
Yeah. Grapefruit oil.
More vanilla bean as opposed to vanilla extract on
vanilla
this.
bean for sure. Maybe some brown sugar.
Yeah. Raw brown sugar, like
Yeah.
even that like dust.
Dust in here. Brown sugar. Dust.
Sugar dust.
I closed my eyes as you guys said that, and it was like, ooh, I felt it.
Oh,
exactly.
yes,
That is always my
exactly.
goal with my videos. Like I want y'all to feel
Yes.
like what I'm describing to you.
Really. Okay, here we go. Ooh,
There's like a
lighter
nice
color, too.
dusty powdery essence to this.
Dusty in the good way.
Yeah, dusty. Okay, so whiskey drinkers will appreciate the word dusty because that's a positive thing
Yeah.
if you like dusties.
Dusty ass whiskey.
And then there's that approach.
Literally, yeah.
Okay, let's see. Okay.
Something reminds me of like a sweet and spicy sauce of some sort, like brown
That's
sugar
interesting.
with like some kind of like pepper to it.
Yeah, for
type
sure.
of thing.
Okay, I can see that.
Like
Brown sugar and the pepper also.
like a sweet spicy chicken wing or some shit. Not the chicken itself.
I'm
the
getting like
sauce.
chocolate powder too.
chocolate powder,
Like it's giving
pepper.
Swiss Miss to me.
like a
but
red
like
chili pepper almost to me. Not like just
So what are the
heat.
tannins from? Like, what is that?
the tannins are from the
Wood.
oak.
Yes.
The tannins are from the oak. One, it's been 8 years in oak. Two, the char is going to add to that too. It's not going to be as tannic because we're not looking at like a level 4 or 5 char, which would just mean that the fire was encapsulating the inside of that barrel for a little longer. This was probably maybe 30 seconds ish, 30, 40 seconds probably for a level 3. I don't know the exact time frames for the 5 levels, but I know a minute, about 59 seconds to a minute is level 5.
Oh, wait, shit.
So,
Per the second sip, I've learned to twirl instead of agitate.
yes, twirl.
Twirling.
I was definitely
Shout out to Kenya Moore.
I was like, and I was like, wait, we just learned something new.
Shake
bitch.
your whiskey.
Shake your whiskey.
Yeah.
Hence where music winds up randomly
Yes.
finding its place.
Love that. Definitely like a hot chocolate powder.
Mm-hmm. I was just giving Swiss Miss.
Yeah, 100%.
More dark chocolate came out and some like coffee ground on the palate. The water brought out the smoky stuff.
Definitely.
Where it was a lot more pepper, brown sugar forward without water. This is like literally bringing out like a mouth-filling smokiness.
Yeah.
That viscosity increased with the water too.
I think a little leather too.
Mm-hmm. Spanx leather.
But it kind of like,
Yum.
you know, doesn't last as long. Like the cacao lasts, but like everything else kind of doesn't last.
Tapers
as
off a little
long.
bit.
Yeah.
The leather lingers a little bit.
Yeah.
And it's literally sitting on the back of my palate.
Yeah.
That leather.
It feels kind of green. Kind of greenish.
Good. I like that.
You have more questions for Jared?
Okay, yes. So, because I read Kwame's book, so I'm just curious as someone who works for him in the Shaw Bijou days. Like, what was that like? Because I read it from his perspective, but I want to know from someone who worked with him.
I loved it. Kwame was great. His food is amazing. I just think it was before its time, right? It was just
because there's definitely a market for that. Like, what is the one right there? Something Roses something.
Rose's Luxury?
Yes, on 8th Street. Isn't that 8th Street?
Is it Rose's Luxury over there? Or is it Compass Rose? No, Compass Rose is on 14th.
No, Rose's Luxury, I think, is the one I'm thinking of. It's definitely Eastern Market area.
Yeah.
And it's like that kind of like high
Fine
price
dining.
point prefix menu type of like thing. I feel like came not too far after Shaw Bijou, actually. It was just that a white chef did.
Was that after Shaw Bijou or was that before?
I think it was after. I don't know, actually. It's a good
Because Rose's
I feel like it was after.
and pearls and
pineapples and
pineapple
PNP,
and pearls were
Pineapple
like
and
top
pearls.
two. I feel like fine dining.
It came
Plus
before?
Bar Mini or Mini Bar or Marvin.
Those might have been
Mini Bar.
Bar Mini?
Whichever one is the food.
I know there's a place called Bar Mini because I haven't been.
Well, Bar Mini and Mini Bar are the same place.
Oh, they're the same place. Okay.
One's cocktail focused,
and one's restaurant,
The
like
tasting
salon.
menu.
Got it. Okay.
And then Marcel's also. Those are the ones top of my head that were like in the city for like tasting menu style restaurants.
Okay.
I think Shaw Bijou might have been after those.
Okay.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it was. I think they had opened up Reliable right after Shaw Bijou had closed.
That's how I started coming there.
Yeah.
Because both the bands
were at
Shaw Bijou. So I was like, oh my God, they opened a bar. Let me go. They introduced me to
okay, another connection I didn't realize.
Yeah.
Okay, so the owners of Reliable were also
the bar staff.
Managers.
bar
Yeah.
staff.
GMs.
Oh,
The
got
G-
it.
the
Okay.
Co-GMers.
Got it.
Were they
were at
opened
Shaw
Shaw
Bijou.
Bijou.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I think they met each other at Convivial.
All right.
Yeah, so I'm like a like Miller Lite drinker, like specifically, like I love like
Yes,
Miller
it's
Lite.
the Miller time for me.
Yeah. It's like a light. I'm a light beer guy. This is what I go to. You know, this whiskey is very nice. I'm like, oh my God.
Yay!
Yeah,
I
something
love it. I love it.
You know, the Benz introduced me to Chet Baker, which was like a
Yes.
play on an old fashioned, and I was like, oh my God, this is amazing.
Oh, I've never had that.
Yeah, but they were like always like, hey, what are you into? And I was like, oh, mix a little bit of this and that. And then the Chet Baker came about, and I was like, oh my God, I can drink this all the time. So that's like why I followed them over to Reliable Tavern where I met Capri.
Where they make bomb classic cocktails without all the pretentiousness.
It
Yes.
was very good.
I love that.
Very good. Yeah.
Okay. So what do you feel like in your time working with Kwame? Because I just care about the black chefs.
Right.
Like, in your time working with Kwame, like, what did you take from your experiences in terms of, like, working with him?
You know, so I spent most of my career being like, yo, someone teach me how to cook, right? That was my whole thing. I was like, I just want to learn how to cook because I started off making like prepared foods.
Yeah.
And then I went into, you know, other places where I learned some knife skills, but I never felt like I knew how to cook, so I was always like second guessing myself and all these things. But I remember working with Kwame and super fine dining, and I was just like, man, this tomato really tastes just like a fucking tomato. Like, there's nothing like spectacular about this, right? You guys aren't doing anything like, some of the techniques are different, but like it's just food, and that like level headed is like working from like a deli to go into like fine dining. I was just like, it's just food, right? And then after that, I was just like, I got this,
right?
It just
at the end of the day, it's food.
At the end of the day, it's just food.
Fucking food.
It really is. Yeah. It really is. Some people make it into
seriously, and I'm
tiny bites.
Yeah.
Some people give you shit that's too much and larger than your face. Yeah. And then in between.
I love that.
Some people season, some people don't season. Some people find rare spices, some people don't.
People need to fucking season. I don't understand that. That bothers me. Please fucking season your shit.
Some people don't season. I don't know why.
It trips me out. Please season.
Like
Please season. I over season. Like, I have a heavy salt hand.
Me too. I have to scale myself back. Yeah. I've learned to scale myself back because I can always add more. I can never take away.
Exactly. When I like make stuff for people, people are always surprised that it's not salty. I'm like, I just can't do it. I'm always scared that I'm like.
Yeah, I'm like sprinkle now instead of
So what is a pinch of salt for you?
A pinch.
So my pinch.
No, how many fingers?
My pinch is 4 fingers. So I'm pinching, and then I'm.
Oh my god!
I'm this girl.
Yeah.
Like, that's my instinct. So yeah, I'm 4 fingers.
Yeah, 2 fingers ain't enough.
And then I'm like, but I'm making sure to get around the whole thing. I'm not concentrating in one spot.
Right.
Yeah. I'm getting around with it now. But I'm a 4-finger girl.
Or I do a light shake. So shake. 3 shakes.
No, I like to feel it.
I like to feel it too. I'm putting it in my palm, and I'm like, I'm doing the thing.
Four.
That, or I'm using a grinder. So it's like 1, 2, 3. I'm counting grinds at that point. But yes. Oh wow, that's fucking hilarious. Yeah, okay, how many pinches y'all using y'all salt, y'all? This is actually a great topic.
Very important.
Everybody has an opinion on salt levels.
Literally.
Engage.
3 fingers is the right answer. Trust me, I'm a chef.
I don't know. He just said
he is a chef. He is a chef. I'm gonna start practicing with 3 and see how I feel.
You do be a little salty. I ain't gonna lie.
She said 4, so goddamn.
That's why I said I know I'm heavy-handed. 4 is that's why I cook my motherfucking self.
I mean, maybe I'll be pinching hard, but 4.
Maybe I'd be pinching hard.
Well, if I do 2 fingers, I'll do like 1 and then 2.
So that's 2. That's 3 fingers. That's what I'm saying. That's 3.
Okay.
All right.
So if you want a one full swoop, hit the 3.
Yeah, and then you get that whole and you there. Yeah.
If it's giving salt bay, do like me, hit the 4.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then you all around. Yeah.
I'm definitely doing a sprinkle at the top sometimes if I know I probably pinched a little too much. I'm like, okay, I'll lose some in the process. Yeah. We just gonna make sure it touches some food.
Yeah, working with Kwame was amazing. He gave me like the opportunity to meet Beyonce. He introduced me to David Adige, I think his name is, who was the architect for the African American Museum.
Oh,
so
that's dope.
We did a dinner for him.
Love that.
On the rooftop of
the museum.
Of the museum, yeah. It was like
that's vicious.
A rooftop? Wow.
Yeah.
Right, they don't offer it to us commoners, of course.
Of course.
So I've seen a lot of things.
Pish posh.
I've seen a lot of things working with Kwame.
I love that. Yeah, okay, cool. I was never even. I'm sure I've met people who have worked with him before. I just, of course, would know.
So, of the African American Museum. Why don't they do a Juneteenth celebration with fireworks up that?
Ooh, they should.
The fuck? That's amazing.
Y'all are loafing. They probably do for like the important people.
I'm trying to figure out who coordinate what. Because that's next year. We could try to get up in that.
Nah, for real. Like, this sounds like the type of environment I need to be in, for sure.
Yeah, legitimate.
Love that.
So, I got some stuff with it or not.
With it or not.
So, we have different sections. We were first we sip. Now we're in with it or not. These are things that we bring up that say, are we with it or are we not with it? This, I'm just going to play it. First, because I don't really know how to explain what the fuck's going on, but here we are.
Ooh, here we go, y'all.
I don't know why it always does that.
All of you cisgender women, naturally born
Jesus.
women who think that trans women
not naturally born. Not naturally born.
They was quick to jump down my man's throat.
Nothing about that is natural.
Okay, so what I'm saying is, for women, what's the language I should say?
Assigned female at birth.
Okay, so for women who are assigned female at birth and stick to that,
And for whom that is consistent with how they
It's
identify.
a mouthful already.
Yeah, right?
That's already too much.
Stick with it.
Okay.
You are
Stick with it. You're doing great.
Yes, ma'am.
Do the
Give me-
work. Come on.
Teach me. Say it again.
Do the work.
Do it again.
Do the work. They so mean, bro.
All you women that know I'm trying.
Who are assigned female at birth.
All you women that know I'm trying.
So for those women
Oh, I love it so
who
much.
say that trans women
What I
are
hate
men,
is the ending of this.
the question I then have for you: if they are men, would you sleep with them?
What?
Mic drop.
Okay.
What just happened?
Essentially, his question, right? Because they
Hold on,
took
wait.
it so far off the point, right? Nah,
Okay,
you're not crazy.
Whoa.
You're not crazy.
That was a
Okay,
lot.
So,
Whoa.
The whole point of his question was, okay, women who are assigned female at birth, who identify as trans men, would you date them? That's all he was trying to say.
he said, would you sleep with them?
Would
Not
you
even
sleep
date. Would
with
you
a
sleep
trans man? Was really all he needed to say,
them? That's all he needed to say.
because that already implies that they were assigned female at birth if they were trans
well,
men.
do women, no, he's saying women would, like.
Oh,
with
asking
I.
the women, cis women,
Yeah, if
would they date if to have sex with a trans man?
Yes, trans woman.
A trans woman.
Because you know how some women think
Oh,
that
he's
trans,
asking about would they have sex with a trans woman?
Yes, because
I
you keep
misinterpreted.
saying,
the-
oh, trans woman's still a man. Would you still sleep?
Are
with
you
them?
fucking him then? Okay,
That's
that's
the
a good
question.
Okay, see, they took him around Cock Robert Bond so many times. I missed
nobody
the
was-
actual
and
point.
That's why, what's his name from
Charlamagne?
Yeah, it goes at the end. It's like, would that mean that they lesbian then?
That's
That's
so
why he says.
Okay, that
Crazy.
makes so much
See where
sense.
we're going now?
Okay, got it.
Well, you can't get
Well,
there because let's start at the beginning.
they policed the shit out of this
Whoa.
man every
Let's
fucking
start at the
chance they
beginning.
got.
First off,
I don't like the over policing.
Yeah, that was a lot. First off, you can say cis.
It took a lot out of me.
women. I don't think you should say that it's not natural to say that a woman was like you're
born there.
a-
Yeah, it's very
a
natural.
woman.
I don't get that part.
When he was like, there's nothing natural about that. I was like, no, pushing a baby out of your vagina is very natural. I don't
Very
really
much
know
so.
So cis
where
just
that
means
is.
straight, right?
Cis literally means you identify as you were born.
And
Okay,
you know,
cis,
a lot of
okay.
people are like, when you go into the comments, they're like, "Stop pushing cis upon me. Why must I use cis?" Da, da, da. It's like you don't have to.
You don't have to use it. You
technically.
also don't have to be so upset about
They
it.
were pissed.
That's
the
my
comments,
position.
Women were going off. Like, I really do believe that the labeling that is supposed to be trying to help people identify themselves and help people kind of have a conversation when they're relating to them is creating these risks with people who, one, don't really want to learn about it, two, who feels though, okay, I'm trying to be an ally, but now you're telling me I gotta name myself within these 3-paragraph words, because if you listen to
Right.
what he actually ends up being like,
Yeah,
women who
born
identify as
and was labeled this
Way
at
too
this
much.
time of day.
assigned female at birth
Yeah, like, I
and
don't wanna do all this.
identify
We're doing too
as
much.
that
We're doing
still.
too much. I'm a
And
woman.
like, what? I don't even want that. I'm a cis woman. I don't want all that.
Yeah, I should
Please don't.
I'm just a woman. I'm a woman.
Call
If
it
I gotta
cis
say-
if that's what you
I think
need.
Once if I have to say trans, I have to say trans. But I'm a woman at the end of the day. Bow. Like, I don't know what else to tell you.
Bow, bow.
But I just thought that was just too much. Do the work. Do the work.
Yeah, he was going
It was
off,
aggressive
man.
as
That was
fuck.
aggressive.
That's actually not the type of work that we need everyone to
Educate
be
me.
doing. And I'm
Right.
happy
You know.
that
And don't
he
be
was-
so mean and aggressive
was
about it.
way,
Like,
way,
I'm not gonna be
way
receptive if you
too
jumping down my
much.
throat, bitch.
It was
I'm gonna get
way
real rude
too
real
much.
fast.
Real
Like,
fast.
It's gonna be ugly.
I just think that, you know, I understand the labeling, but at the same time, it's going to such a far lengths to, like, everybody wants to have an identifier, which is making all these smaller groups, against other groups, and it's just like, I don't like it. There needs to be a group that speaks and advocates for trans people 100%. You know what I'm saying?
1000%.
And I think that, honestly, they're really the only ones, to me in my mind, that need to be certain about how we speak about them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
The rest of
Yeah.
us,
Accept it.
you a
right?
nigga, you a bitch, here we are.
Period. Like, nah, for real.
Like, outside of that, like, I don't
We're
think
making
we
it
need to-
way too complicated.
Yeah, now that we're trying to label everyone else just to separate, that's just too much. Like, I think the trans group is the only group that we need to learn
Yeah.
how to speak to and speak about.
Right.
Because that alone is enough differentiation. I can't even say that word. Differentiation.
Differentiation.
Yes, differentiation.
I got you, bro. I got you, bro.
Refrigeration.
Refrigeration.
Oh,
Needs to
God.
happen that separates from the rest of the group. Like, that's about motherfucking it. Now, to the question that the man was asking.
Do you feel like that makes you a lesbian?
No.
Pre, do you? I don't think so. Well, okay. I identify as queer, right? Like, I believe, that's the easiest umbrella term for me in terms of how to make it simple for somebody to understand just where I stand.
Keep it simple.
As it pertains to sexuality, romantic relationships, whatever. I go by queer, and I say that because, one, I've dated both men and women my entire life. I have not dated anybody trans, but I'm also not opposed to dating somebody trans if I were available in these streets.
Right.
And I have personally not been deterred in my brain about the idea of dating a woman who still has her penis.
No, I love
me
personally.
Love the idea. That might be the best of both worlds. I don't know. I've never been there, but I can't say that it's going to turn me off. I don't know. I literally have no idea, but I'm not like retreated by the concept. So queer it is. I don't know if that makes me a lesbian per se. If I like, okay, so women who aren't necessarily identifying as bi or queer or whatever, if they're willing, you know what? No, let me reverse that. Women who do identify as lesbians who would date a trans woman who still has their genitalia, I think is really the question. As opposed, I mean, because a straight woman, straight cis woman, whatever, all the labels, gets with a woman who still has a penis. I mean, that probably is going to be a little more.
That's a heterosexual relationship, bro.
No. Physically, I feel like a straight woman is going to be more open to it because that genitalia is there, and because it's a lot more commonly accepted for a woman to be more bi-curious than men, publicly at least. And so with those two kind of factors being there, I definitely feel like a straight woman is going to be more inclined to give that a try first before someone who just flat out identifies as a lesbian. Because that identification means you're kind of rejecting the male genitalia if you identify as a lesbian. In theory. In theory. You're not looking for no dick if you're a lesbian.
It's actually, now that I think about it, not a bad question that he was asking.
It's not a far-fetched question. That's why I was like, why are y'all being so like defensive so fast?
To your question about heterosexual, is it heterosexual if
she got titties?
Trans man is dating a trans woman?
Yes.
Okay.
This is interesting, actually.
Right?
It has to be,
physically, right? It's
physically still doing a thing.
Now, if both people keep their natural born genitalia, technically, it's just kind of in reverse.
Yeah, right.
It's just the answer is still yes. Yeah, the answer is still yes.
The answer is still yes.
It's just reverse.
Let's not overcomplicate it. Yes, the answer is still yes.
You're right. I'm like, is this? I mean, it's a queer thing happening, but
it's a queer situation for sure. It's giving more pan.
It's like,
because there's just a lot of factors.
Yeah.
I think, judging the book by its cover, it's queer, but like,
No, I think judging a book by its cover is what makes it more heterosexual. Because you're a trans man, you identify as a man, you're attracted to a trans woman identifying as a woman. So when y'all see each other, before you even get to dropping them draws, you just see a man and a woman.
Right.
And so as a man, identifying as a man, you see a woman, you're attracted to that. You're heterosexual by just black and white definition. Yeah. Then you get into the nuances of that soul. Then y'all find out, okay, once I drop these draws, it's not going to be the genitalia you associate with my aesthetic. You cool with that?
I was lied
to. Are you determined to be the giver? Are you okay with receiving? Because I happen to have something to give down there.
Oh, Lord. Goddamn.
So I mean, it gets a little tricky. But I would call those two people in that dynamic. I would still call it heterosexual. I mean, just
it's crazy.
If we have to keep it simple.
2023.
I refuse.
Yeah, what would y'all think? Because I feel like heterosexual now is getting like this weird or being straight. I guess straight and heterosexual.
It's getting a lot of people are wanting to really define the box.
Yeah,
really heavily define and regulate the box.
This box is not a defined box now.
No. That's what the plus is for, all over the floor.
Like, that's what the plus is for.
Yes, it's
everything else.
It's
everything fucking else. There's only so many alphabets, guys.
There's only so much we can do here. But I don't think it's lesbian though. I think I'm just dating a trans person.
Right.
I don't know if there's no word for that. There's just.
Can we just call it open? Can we call it fluid? Can we just call it?
It's coming.
I like fluid as a term. You're just kind of going with the flow of what you feel.
pansexual, whatever. Like, you know, I like it all. You coming at me, we vibe, we get along, we get along.
And the vibes is right.
I think,
and if you know what you're doing in that bedroom, what the fuck do I care about the rest?
Yeah.
I don't yuck no one's yum. Do what makes you happy.
I don't yuck no one's yum. That's such a chef phrase.
Do what makes you happy, y'all.
Don't yuck anyone else's yum.
Don't yuck it.
Cause what?
I like that. Don't fucking yuck it. You dropping them jams today. You dropping them bars, Jared.
To Eminem porn, you mad about a trans person?
Nah, for real. Because we was definitely talking about Eminem porn on here and how like really disturbingly aggressive with the
That's wild.
They has a lot of very detailed porn out here around the green M&M.
The green
the girl
and
one.
the girl one getting fucked by the yellow one. That made so much more sense to him when we broke it down. Okay,
Not
you know what?
Candy on people. No, the actual green M&M.
The green M&M.
Her being put into
getting gangbanged and some more stuff. It's a lot. It was aggressive what we found.
Search history is probably so wild.
Oh, very much so. Very much so. My Twitter algorithm's getting ridiculous. Like,
who knew?
It's wild.
Does she have a name?
No, it's just green M&M.
That's so
crazy.
They have her in the heels and all that with the little garter, lashes lashed, getting fucked. It's really.
Oh my god! Damn.
Yes, she is giving very much. Getting fucked. Getting railed. It's really disturbing. The fact that somebody thought to draw this in detail, fantasize about it, animate it. Like, do all the things.
Yeah, I feel like those people that are into, like, hentai, I think it's
I like hentai.
Yeah.
That's I was gonna say, this is our resident anime girl.
But that's like I also don't like cartoons. I don't want to see, like, The Simpsons and... Like,
right. I don't want to see Lois from Family Guy getting fucked.
Family
like,
Guy.
It's weird.
Like, those things are weird.
Yeah, giving her titties and shit. Like, it's a lot.
Are you into anime?
People,
she is in anime.
I like to see the anime people I've never seen before. Yeah, I am
get destroyed.
Yeah, depends.
What was you? I don't know if that was in our group or what. That anime video with the demon jump getting but like forcing this dude basically into like sexual enslavement, and it's like she turns into all these different weird versions of a demon.
I think Shantae posted it.
I think that shit was wild. Like I could not.
So she
stop watching
different forms, and she wanted to come in all her forms. And the guy was trying to kill her.
Being held captive.
Like, the village, so he's like...
He's trying to kill her.
He's like going...
He's working his hardest. Sweating beads of sweat. Yeah. Just come, I'm like...
Going crazy. He's like...
And she is sitting...
The only way to stay alive is to give her this dick.
Basically. Because otherwise he would have been snapped in half. But I could not turn away. I wasn't getting turned on, though. I was just like intrigued. It's like people really animate this and like... They were drawing veins and just... It was a lot of detail and it was tripping me out. Tentacles and fucking devil horns shit. It was a lot. The level of detail and like... This is like... Do kids watch this shit? Thinking that's like cartoons? Because this is not cartoons.
No.
Like, I grew up on Sailor Moon and shit. Like, I could not imagine watching Sailor Moon getting destroyed by some penis. Oh, I know they do. And I refuse to search for it because I'm just going to ruin my entire childhood.
You've already seen the M&M. I mean...
Right. And I actually have not bought a pack of M&M since. I'm not going to hold you. I just had to think about it. Like, I can't look at the bag the same. Like... Wow. And I eat the peanut joints. So that's like extra weird.
No, you got the nut in it.
It's like a bag of nuts now. It's just like not the same for me. So I just can't. I can't. Oh God. They've ruined my innocence. My innocence has been robbed. Oh my God.
That's hilarious. Oh my God.
Driving me to drink. Okay. Fourth sip is now talk and action.
Ooh.
We love that, honey. Be about that shit. Now let's see. What's the proof on her? The proof on talk and action is actually 112.6.
Okay, so we're going down.
We're moving down a little bit, and then we jump right back up on the fifth.
Oh, Jesus.
Ooh. Oh. Okay. It's so funny how the proof is really making a difference in terms of how this nose jumps out. Like
the first one and this one for sure.
Yeah, it's a massive difference. And then we're going to jump right back up to 123 after this. So it's going to be interesting to kind of see that jump from the lowest to the highest. But it's so soft and approachable. It is kind of malty. Almost like a malt ball.
Right. It's literally a malt ball. A little bit of milk chocolate, I feel like.
Yeah. Ooh, almost makes me want like a milkshake. I haven't had a milkshake in a long time. I'm sure my insides are thanking me for it.
I was never a milkshake person.
I love milkshakes.
hate
They have to be chocolate, but I love them.
I'm not a milk
Like, it
fan.
has to be
Brown
chocolate.
sugar.
I'm not a milk fan, but I do like a milkshake. It's like ice cream.
Love milkshakes.
No,
I'd
ice
rather
cream
have
is-
milkshakes than scoops of ice cream.
What?
Yes, I said it.
No. Y'all know.
Says the chef.
No, we eating cookies and cream.
Milkshakes.
No.
Yes. I'd rather have a milkshake all day. I like when
But the thing about it is, I like the milkshakes that are extra thick, where almost like the straw has no point. So maybe I just like ice cream.
You
In large amounts.
You definitely
I like
like
large
ice
amounts of
I
ice
gotta
cream.
come through smooth. I hate that, but
That
How do you guys feel about pulp?
strong as hell.
Or like boba tea and like things in your.
I don't like.
I'm
bubble
not
tea.
that. I'm not that girl.
I don't like bubble tea.
Nope.
Pulp.
Miss me with those
if
bubbles.
The orange juice is that good. I'll chew through it. Like,
I'll
if the
figure it
orange
out. I'll
juice
figure it out.
is
But
that
I
good, I'll
prefer
chew
no
through
pulp.
it.
Yeah,
I prefer
okay.
it.
Like at home
Cheers
when
to that,
I'm
yes.
when I'm citrus pressing, it's already going
Now,
through
my
that mesh
citrus,
strainer.
if I'm doing cocktails, I like the
Pulp.
little bit
Pulpless.
of
For
pulp
the-
in it. Yeah, like
it's
You like a
froth,
little bit of
right?
pulp?
yeah, it helps for the froth on
Yeah,
top.
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Ooh, bitch, for real.
Yeah, it helps with the texture. of
Damn,
the-
I gotta start
Give
keeping
her
my
the
pulp in my
secrets.
juice.
Yeah, you give her the
No,
secrets.
that's a fact because I didn't know that. I care about froth.
Yeah.
Like I'm
The
big on
pulp.
texture for my
So like,
cocktails.
yeah, like your daiquiris and stuff like that. If you
Use the froth.
don't double strain it, well, mostly if you have good,
Here we go,
if
y'all.
you're
This-
shaking with big ice,
Yeah.
you want to keep that
pulp.
That pulp. But
Okay.
like, if you're shaking with regular ice, it's nice to double strain so you're not getting such big ice shake. Depending on what ice you're shaking with.
Yeah.
Because when I shake with my big ice, I don't double strain. I actually don't ever double strain in my house ever. And I only do it at work because that's our standard. But I rather not double strain at all. I think the little ice pieces, if they're little, are nice to keep your cocktail cold longer.
Yeah.
Without
Without
over
over diluting.
Froth also, yeah. Without over diluting. Exactly.
Yeah, I agree with that at home for sure. Damn, I'm gonna have to start keeping my pulp and my juice in the house. Fuck.
Yeah, I don't ever like.
And
when
I'll
I'm
just double
juicing
strain
in
it
the
out.
House, I never double strain it out. Yeah,
Because I just don't want pulp in my cocktail, but I want the froth.
that's
Yeah.
real.
Like, I care about not having the pulp, but I really want the texture.
I hate chewing juice.
Yeah, me too. I don't want to chew it.
Yeah. Nope.
Here we go. No, don't want it.
When's your birthday, Jen?
February 12th. I'm an Aquarius.
You're an Aquarius.
Nice.
I don't
Okay.
remember that about you.
Okay.
Yep. Me and old Abe Lincoln.
What a
did
birthday
not know
twin to
that.
have. What a birthday twin. I love that for you. Maybe.
I don't know.
Might be ironic.
I think.
Hit me with 3.
That 1, 2, 3.
Per.
I think that Lincoln is probably not who we really think he was.
No, he definitely not. Oh, black people already know. They really don't give. But
He was definitely swashing again.
force a habit.
Jesus.
Got sweeter with the water. Also funkier with the water.
I was supposed to say, yeah, something's like malt, like.
That maltiness turned into like earthy funk kind of.
Yeah.
Almost like a, not minerality per se maybe, but like definitely some soil and grass, some
Yes.
earth.
Wet.
Yes,
I get
definitely
that
wet.
too, yeah.
I like that. Random sidebar question for you. Okay.
Dark
Now,
chocolate.
definitely dark chocolate. There's there's leather here too. For sure. I get it in texture. Almost like I bit on like a belt.
Banana skin? I don't know. Something bitter and like
Moleskin.
tropical-ish.
You said moleskin. Oh,
What does that taste like?
deep. Oh,
Felt appropriate.
moleskin.
Jared!
I was like, wait, do tell. I like this.
Yeah.
I like all of these so far.
Yeah, they're really good.
They're all different.
The second one's my favorite so far, but yes.
Yeah,
the second one's your favorite?
I finished that.
Oh, yeah?
That
How
one was-
that dude?
That's how you know when that's how you know it's good when you finish
that
it.
was- woo.
Are you into astrology at all? Do you like get into the sun, moon, rising, and houses of it all?
I do not.
You don't?
I,
Do you date women who do?
Yes.
Because not to say that you would either turn a woman away because of it or anything like that, but like,
he's been in a relationship.
Do you find yourself okay? Does your girlfriend
years.
Is a girlfriend?
Yes.
Okay. Is your girlfriend into
She
those
is.
things?
Yeah. She
Okay, so does she know like your chart and stuff?
Yeah,
She's done the things.
Yeah. Like
okay, what's your moon and rising?
Don't remember, but yeah.
I'm sure she has it written down somewhere. Because
Yeah.
I definitely I saved the PDF of it and all that. I save people's charts.
Yeah,
That's so funny.
What time were you born? I'm like, oh, witchcraft.
And that's exactly why I asked you. Because people who tend to like not be into that shit in general tend to attract people who are.
I don't mind it. You know what I mean? Like, I exist.
You don't mind a little brouhaha?
Yeah, I'm like, it tickles. It's fun.
It tickles. Period. I'm very much into that shit. I finally got my wife to kind of like, she's finally invested in like learning that shit herself, which is kind of funny to watch. I'm a Leo. I'm Leo, sun, moon, and rising. So I'm very
Leo. Very Leo.
Very Leo.
Yeah.
There's just no escaping it. She is a Pisces sun, Sagittarius moon, and a Scorpio rising.
I did not know that.
She's an Aquarius Venus.
Okay, yeah, that's my girl.
It's a lot going on.
That is a lot of things.
But your Venus is in Leo, isn't it?
I don't know. I can look it up right now.
Because I was just saying, there's something, you have something in a significant placement in Leo.
No, look,
there's definitely an app for it.
Look,
but there's like 2 websites that I definitely go to for sure. And one of them is Cafe Astrology. The other one is Astro Seek. And they actually go into the depths of like numerology and stuff too on that one. So I like that site because you can bounce back and forth between all the things, which can get a little overwhelming because it's like you read these things more in depth the more you get into it, and you find all these different places where you resonate. Stuff makes sense of like, okay, people will just try to attribute your sun sign to your personality traits and stuff, and it's really not that. It's not that simple. Most people show up as their rising. When you're in your feelings, you're probably going to show up in your moon sign. Like how you're dealing your personal relationships, whether it's romantic or, you know, whatever, is going to speak more to your Venus sign. So it's just...
Snapchat does it for you.
And Snapchat does it for you. Which is Capri's damn go-to.
Virgo moon, Taurus rising,
Mercury, it just saves it right there for you.
Aries.
Your Venus is an Aries. Okay, I knew it was a fire sign.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow, your Venus is in Aries. That's why you be fucking cursing niggas out.
So I'll just download Snapchat.
Download Snapchat, and they're gonna ask you all the things.
It's really nice.
That's where you and I have the same placement. Both of our Pluto was in Scorpio.
Pluto.
That is very interesting. I don't really know what that means.
I don't either.
Are you on CoStar, Capri?
I'm not.
Get the fuck on CoStar because
I feel like
need.
CoStar bullies people.
Does it bully you? I mean, it sends you these great one-liners. It sends you a bunch of one-liners every. No, okay.
So it's like you're sucking today.
It does not.
This is why you suck today.
Nah, they will read you for filth though.
God.
But that should be resonating though. But because I want to see what our mutual Scorpio and Pluto kind of gives, like for our like dynamic or whatever. So you have to get on CoStar so I can do our charts.
Opportunities for growth and transformation come from honestly and compassionately confronting your deeper and more uncomfortable feelings and impulses, which we do a lot.
Yeah.
I don't know what, I'd rather it be like Pluto means blah, blah, blah,
exactly,
blah.
but that's why CoStar's great. So when you re-download it, let me know. So that because I like to look at like it'll show you like what your friends are potentially feeling that day, or like where y'all are compatible that day, where you may not be compatible that day, or you know whatever, all the things. It's very cool. I love that. You should download CoStar.
Yes,
with your
girlfriend.
So
I can learn more about my.
Yes, you can read your compatibility between yourself and your girlfriend. Like it'll break down all your placements and how they intermingle. And so yeah, it's kind of cool. We need a fucking sponsorship, CoStar, because I be pushing y'all.
And Miller Lite too, because I love y'all. Come on now.
Nah, for real. Let's get the.
I like Miller Lite.
Let's get the sponsorships pop.
High Life. You got Miller Lite. I like High Life. All right.
Really?
So, yeah.
I didn't know you were a Miller High Life girl.
Just if I have to drink a beer, that's the one I want to.
What's
drink.
the app called?
I'm a Blue Moon person. CoStar. She might already know that. But yeah, I'm a Blue Moon girl when I'm drinking beer.
Yeah, I'm not a beer person at all.
Yeah, I don't really identify as a beer person.
Champagne of beers.
My pronoun.
It has to be the champagne of beers. I like sour ales and stuff, and it has to be ice cold. Ice. I'm not like a hot. Yeah, I like sours. I like
wild. I could not imagine getting drunk off a lemon.
I can't imagine getting drunk off beer. Period. Because all I'm thinking about is like the bloat the next morning from all that yeast.
That thing hit my sour spots talking about it.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not getting drunk off that. I'm gonna have me a sidecar of tequila with it.
Oh my god.
But yeah, even a sidecar of whiskey, just depending on the whiskey, I can do with a good sour. Depends on the sour. Like if it's like a grapefruit joint, I'm doing like a tequila on the side. You know, I like to be a little.
No. That is not it.
That's what goes to show. Different palates for different people.
Period.
I love it. It's got to be ice cold. Has to be. Okay, so what's next?
Okay,
and with it or not?
so I just like to. I'm just gonna open it up.
Oh God, child. Here we go.
Here we go.
Take away the shirt a second grade was wearing.
Oh, this one. Oh my God.
Featured a sorority's Greek letters. Tonight, the principal at that elementary school is apologizing, but as News Channel 5's Jason Lamb explains, the issues surrounding this aren't as clear-cut as you might think.
This one is my attendance hero one.
Attendance award in hand. 7-year-old Peyton Tiger's mom says
attendance award. I'm sorry, that's hilarious.
So what happened Thursday surprised both Peyton and her mom.
When I picked her up off the bus, it took me a second, but I realized.
Why she had that shirt?
Okay, we're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that.
Went to school that morning.
But yes, all black people looking like.
AKA 1908 in pink and green rhinestones. A reference to
For YouTubers, Jaren's face was all of us.
Historically African American sorority.
I like the shirt I was wearing.
She white, y'all.
I like the shirt I was wearing.
An email from a teacher at the school to Peyton's mom sheds some light on why. Today, I noticed Peyton wearing an AKA shirt.
Elementary school.
I am a member of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated. It goes on to say, AKA branded items are trademarked and reserved for members only. The teacher says she took Peyton's shirt, giving her another to wear home.
I wanted to cry.
I just don't understand why.
No, this is fake news. Is this real?
It's real. It's real.
And this has nothing to do with the school's association or ties to this group. It is her own personal ties to the group. How that deems her worthy to take something off my child's body and take it.
But did the issue of race play a part in the controversy
of course it
the
did.
AKA branded shirt at the school? While there
Was it
are
black
some
teacher?
white members of the school,
Had to be. Had to be.
the vast majority of Alpha Kappa Alpha Incorporated sororities members are black. Those who are part of Greek
Are black.
say members frown upon others who haven't gone through the pledge process wearing the Greek letters of a sorority or fraternity. Last week, a viral post on X, formerly Twitter, showed a white
woman. Yes, so that's another one that I did not find the link to. But another post shows a white substitute teacher coming in and putting on the actual teacher's AKA jacket because she was cold.
Oh wow!
Now that's a different story.
Wow.
Yeah, and the girl's like, "You can't wear that." She's this girl.
Oh, that's disrespectful.
Like, you can't wear that, and the woman's like, not like doesn't give a fuck, and she's just
disrespectful.
That's disrespectful. The child, on the other hand, you know she got that from a thrift store. Exactly. If you look at this video, you can tell these motherfuckers
shop at thrift stores,
are thrift
or
store.
the Goodwill or whatever.
Okay,
no shade to that because I shop at thrift stores, but
yeah.
I'm not buying. Me personally, I'm not buying an AKA shirt.
Yeah. White people don't know what the fuck AKA is. Don't discard your shit to a thrift store. Right. And if it wasn't you and maybe the person passed away and these clothes got down to that.
Right, which definitely happens. Happens.
All you need to do for real is, one, don't touch anybody else's
child.
Don't touch nobody's child. And tell them they got to take off their shirt.
Right.
The fuck, because I can only imagine how that conversation went with the little child. That's fucking traumatizing.
Yeah, because she don't know. She don't know why it's happening. Like,
yeah,
she's not gonna understand that.
She's not. She will not know that until she probably won't even know, depending on what college, if she goes to college. You know what I'm saying? I mean, now she will. Shit.
It's major. Damn, you right about that.
You know,
damn.
like now she's gonna be like, this is what the AKAs are. Now she's gonna be a
and now her nose gonna be
forever
turned up.
Villain.
My AKA teacher was mean to me.
Yeah. But like.
But, okay, my annoyance is really with the mom. Not gonna hold you. Because, Mom, why did you think it was gonna be also known as 19 anything?
That's kind of funny.
You sound dumb.
That's kind of funny.
Like, bitches, you dumb.
They look like
her daughter probably picked it out, and she said, "Sure, baby, you can have it."
They look like middle American people. They probably
they don't know what the fuck AKA is. They didn't give a fuck. Shit, she was probably talking about AK-47s in her head.
Nah,
didn't motherfucking know what the fuck it was. She didn't care to look it up. She just knew that she got a shirt that her baby liked. It was sparkly. It was green.
It had pink. Right.
Yeah.
And
so I think, yes, send the email if you really feel that strongly about it, right? Send an email. Educate, sis.
Yeah.
Because Lord knows she looked highly uneducated. But
Asking her
don't
child
touch her child and replace her shirt. That's just
and
too
replace
far.
with what too? Because also like
Some basic ass lost and found ass shirt. I guarantee
which is probably
you.
dirty as hell. Why would you ever
That's
put a fucking
unhygienic.
nasty ass shirt on my child when she
very
came
true.
with the clean one?
Correct.
What the fuck is we talking about? I don't care. Send the email. Educate the parent. That way the little girl will just wear the shirt at home and not around your
correct.
ass.
Around the house.
Correct.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But
Like I got plenty of house
time,
shirts and it's fine.
I agree with that.
Does that mean that when homeless people or other than that or people that get donated clothes to them can't wear their fucking shit? That I don't know.
I
what to tell
mean,
you.
that's a fact. You can't wear the AKA shirt.
Like,
I mean, let them tell it. Because I believe you can do what the fuck you want to do.
But
But
now
you're just
you
going to
know.
hear something from them about it.
I'm like, you should make sure. Well, there should be a certain thing because I definitely think that y'all should definitely reserve your stuff. Whoever was taking their clothes to the thrift store, don't put your daggone sorority shit in there. What are we talking about?
Right.
And then also,
And if you are the loved one of them people, preserve them shirts or
Preserve
something.
them-
Burn it if you have to,
give
for
it
God's
back
sake.
to the sorority. You know
Right.
what I'm
Donate
saying?
it within the
they
charity
can
of the
put it on
sorority.
the wall
I think it
because that
becomes
shit
like-
was old as shit. Honestly, if you saw this shirt, I mean, it wasn't
Dingy
one of
as
their
fuck.
best ones. I
It
tell you
becomes
that.
legacy. I think it's like vintage at that point.
It's
You
vintage.
give it to, you know.
Yes.
Whoever's next.
Yeah,
or
whoever's-
whatever.
right.
Like,
Little
that shit is
cousin.
definitely sacred, but at the same time,
She went too far.
It was a child.
It's my child. You went too far.
It was a child. You
That's
gotta make
where it
sure
gets tricky.
Because you're not touching my child. I don't care. I'm not
Yeah,
having
nah.
children, but you're not touching my child.
Putting hands
I'll
on
tell
your
you right now.
AKA toting ass. Because
Yeah,
at that point,
because
no.
the fuck, I don't
You
give
ain't
a
taking my
fuck
child
about
on no shirt.
I try to respect y'all all that shit and everything. I did not
Right.
do a sorority myself.
Respect all that Divine Nine shit, but y'all take it a little too
Try it
far
if
when
you
you
want
touch
to.
people kids,
Try
though.
it if you want to. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. Like,
They're ready to fight y'all.
the fuck? Yeah.
Nah, for
Try
real.
it if you want to. Mm-hmm. Now, I wouldn't do that. I probably would.
But you black, you understand what it is, though.
Now, some random, like, white sorority, probably.
I don't even know what the, like,
Delta,
what is it?
Lambda,
Iota, Lambda,
Soda, Fata,
Kappa. I don't know.
Kip the cap the cup.
I don't know. I don't know any of y'all's fraternities. I'm so sorry. I don't know any of them. Not a single
Not
one.
even a single
I didn't
one.
watch Bama Rush. So,
Yeah. Keep Kappa. There's something to Kappa something.
there is.
Lambda Kappa.
I know it's some Lambda somethings out there. Some Iota something and others. I don't know.
So yeah,
There's
ignorantly, I would put if I was thrifted and I saw it, I probably and that my little baby girl wanted it or whoever wanted it.
It was like a cute color.
But if I see Greek letters in a date, I'm probably not going to buy it anyway. That's just me. Because I'm not a part of no fraternity, no sorority. So it's like, I'm not going to buy sorority garb.
Also, AKA aren't really. I mean, they're Greek letters, but did we see the shirt? It did. It just looked. Like
It was just one of them dingy, like
regular
old, one of them
ass
like
letters.
way back in the day joints where before they really got their aesthetic fine tuned. It was one of them type joints. Because you see Greek letters now, you know they're Greek fucking
You know
letters.
it's Greek letters.
This one was a little more inconspicuous.
Yeah, it wasn't.
It was a basic ass
It
t-shirt
basically said also known as.
1908.
and a date. Damn.
It was a horrible AKA shirt to say, and to even go to be weird about. It wasn't even that great.
She just took it very to heart. Like
Yeah,
But I think if you guys
with a
went through the
2-year-old with
burning
perfect
sands,
attendance. How old is that
it-
child?
You know, it might be as important to you guys, right? It might be.
I
you
was
know,
sent
if
the
you were-
email.
Yeah.
Right.
I would have sent the email. I just want to
you
touch
might
the
have been
child.
Like, you might have been like, man, you got to take that shirt off, little kid. Or see.
I would have been like, I better not see you back here in this shirt. Like, don't wear this anymore.
need you out
I would be
there
like, tell
right
your
now.
mom you cannot wear this anymore, and I sent her an email as to why. If y'all have any questions, holla at me.
No, we need you out there right now for the founders. Right now.
For the founders.
Oh my god.
Ew.
I mean, I might even throw in like a history. I need you to come back by Friday with a paragraph of what you learned about the AKAs.
Right.
You know, type of service.
Something like that.
A teaching
So,
moment.
yeah,
Yeah.
so
If you
can,
want to
like,
wear that
teach,
shirt
but-
at home in private, you need
know
to know
why.
what you're wearing
Yeah.
and
like,
why,
but I'm not
and why
touching
it
a
matters
little kid.
to me.
I ain't touching a little kid.
No, it's
It ain't
absurd.
It ain't that motherfucker serious.
We ain't with it.
I don't give a fuck. I'm not with it. I don't think it's that serious. And I haven't been through, you know, like pledging and shit like that. But you know, I get it. Y'all were brainwashed. Don't fucking touch my shit. Okay?
Don't touch my shit. Like,
Send an
You're
email. Don't touch
brainwashed
my
into
kid.
sisterhood. I don't give a fuck. Touch my child if you want to.
It's over.
Because in my head, I'm like, how did the shirt come off? You know what I'm saying? Like,
right, like did someone escort her to the bathroom? She went in the stall by herself, changed her shirt. Were you standing there watching? Did you make a mockery of her in the class? I'm thinking all these things now. Like,
that's true.
Like, did you send her to a corner in the classroom to do? Like now I'm thinking about all the shit, and now I want to wring your neck.
Literally,
that's my food.
Like, I don't got time at all whatsoever. Like, what are we doing? I don't fuck with that. I don't fuck with that. So we not with that, y'all. We not with that. I get it. Don't get me wrong, motherfuckers. All you sororities and fraternities and Divine Nine out there. I get the sentiment.
And we get the sentiment. But we just don't agree with the behaviors.
Try with the wrong one, because that little bitch could came back with some crazy shit. Period. Her daddy with a fucking shotgun in her hand. You don't know.
Nah, for real. People do not fucking play. And they in middle America where these motherfucking rifles is like candies. Shit. True. And if it's a small town, they can find out where you live, pull up on you. If I was in middle America and I can get away with it, I'd pull up on you right at your doorstep.
Okay, follow you all the way home.
What you say about my child's shirt?
You touched my child today?
I'm sorry, she came in a different shirt than I sent her. Did you keep the shirt? Like at that point, I'm like, did you keep the fucking t-shirt, bitch? Like,
yeah, where is the shirt?
Where's my fucking money?
I don't think we know.
So Michelle just texted me. She already has the app.
Okay. I knew it. I knew she's already gonna have it. I knew it.
She says you don't. I had to create a fake one for you so I could see our account.
This my type of bitch. Oh, I can't wait till we have a double date.
That's so funny.
That's my type of girl. She's proactive. She said, I knew you weren't going to do it, so I did it for you.
That is so good.
That's great. Shout out to Michelle.
All right, Michelle. Shout out to you, girl.
Shout out to Michelle. I knew she already had it. Because if she's into that, that's the easiest app.
Yep.
It's like all right there. She's yep, here I am.
I don't even know.
Okay, I don't even know how to read this. Okay, wait. Okay, this is great. Okay. Oh my gosh. This is the compatibility joint. I love it. Okay, you are a Aquarius sun. Ooh, you're a Leo, moon, and a Virgo rising.
Hello.
Wow. That explains why you strive for excellence. So that Virgo in your rising, and that Leo moon too. But I love that.
Must be the best.
It's given top tier and toxic at the same time.
Top
tier and toxic.
Next tattoo, y'all. Top tier toxic.
Top tier and toxic. I like that.
What's your tattoo game looking like?
Right.
Oh, a bunch. I don't even know.
You stopped counting at this point, right?
Yeah. But they're for family. Right, so I get illegal mezcal. I got this at a pop up.
They did a pretty good job on that.
Yeah, I got this at a pop up. I think it was at Marvin's. $20.
And they were doing $20
tattoos. They used to do tattoo parties and stuff. Yeah,
that is interesting.
What was your last one?
Oh God, my last one. What was my last one? Was it on my hands? It's been a few years now. It's been over 2 years since I've got a tattoo. I feel like I got these touched up and probably like. Maybe it was these two. At this point, I don't fucking know, to be honest. Yeah. Maybe this might have been my last one, my Dinker symbol. I was in Savannah, though. I know that much. I'm kind of holding out because I feel like my next thing is going to be kind of big. I want to cover up my little ghetto college chat that I got on my side.
I thought you said
and I want to cover it up with, like, Medusa.
Okay.
And so that's going to hurt like a bitch.
Yeah.
And it's going to be pricey, so I've been waiting.
Have you chosen which Medusa image you want?
No. I kind of want my artist to draw it out for me.
Oh, nice.
Because I want her to kind of look like me.
Okay.
Nice.
Like I want it to be inspired by my hair when it's extra curly cue ball.
Yeah.
Coming off from all angles of my head. But with that Medusa feel.
Yeah.
And I do want it to be snakes, but I still want it to look like my locks, just snakes.
Nice.
So
that sounds good.
I'm gonna let my artist like work on it.
Nice.
I love that.
And he been putting that work, and I've been watching his progression over the years, so I'm excited to.
So you know who you want to
Yeah, for sure. I have one person here that's like one of the few people I would trust to do something like that elaborate for me, and then I have one person in this event who I would trust. But this guy, Ink by him, I'm gonna go ahead and plug you. But we've kind of known each other. We're not like friends like that, but we've known each other for a long time now, and have just been kind of watching each other's progression in our careers or whatever, and his work, his art in terms of the tattooing and stuff like that. Like I remember going to his house before he officially like fully turned it into a studio, just getting like small stuff here and there or whatever. And so now just seeing all these like major pieces that he's doing, I'm really impressed with the progression of his work and his commitment to it. So my next big thing, I'm gonna go to him.
Nice.
For sure. To kind of give it the full circle, like now you get to do custom work on me type of thing.
I think my next tattoo is going to be a crunch wrap.
Yes! And it should.
Like,
that's so
like
great.
As a teardrop, but just a crunch
But
wrap.
a crunch bitch.
No, I don't believe you.
Killed the crunch
no,
wrap.
the teardrop needs to be the taco dipping into the broth.
Just because I killed the crunch wraps in DC, y'all.
You
Come check it
do.
out.
That's a great one. That is a great one.
I think it's not getting a crunch wrap on his face. First up.
Michelle said, when I make $1 million, I can do it. I'm $1 million.
That's why I keep telling my brother, because he's like talking about neck tats, this and I'm like, sir, get a real job, get into a career, make your first bit of actual, I don't know, savings. I don't know, like let's get a year's worth of savings in the bank before we just start tatting places that are like super visible.
It's really nice to keep the neck and face
clean,
and
keep it clean.
Like, wow.
Right, you know? I could be cool with from the collarbone period. Exactly. Break it out. Hey. Yes, but that's my thing. Unbutton that shirt, take that crew neck off or whatever, inked up.
Love that.
Love that. I actually find it to be very sexy that I can't tell by looking at you exactly how much ink you have on your body.
Yeah, I agree.
I like the reveal.
Live your life, y'all. Get as many tattoos as you want.
Correct. I'm just talking about what I like.
Get the face done.
Okay, don't get the face done.
I would do it.
Like, don't do it.
Don't do
it. If I had $1 million. I mean, okay, like, real talk. If you had $1 million.
Real meaning. If that's real meaning, I just don't, like, for your face, like, you're going to be 80 with that. You want a dick on your face?
Not no dick. Damn,
nah, people do wild shit like this.
You said people do. Nah, I'm taking it back. Nah, I'm just saying.
Best tattoo I saw, I was in South Carolina. This girl had this, like, cut-off shirt. And it was a dollar bill above her belly button. And then under it said, all you can eat under $1. And I was like, clever.
Wow.
So all you can eat under $1.
Also selling yourself very short there, ma'am.
It was just,
all you can eat under $1.
I mean, if it's free, it's free.
But we all know pussy ain't free.
All you can eat.
It's a buffet down there.
That is so wild. Okay, shit like that. I'm not getting like those questionable tats when you get to a certain point in your life. Like
80,
you
like
can be 80 and it can still be you can eat for under $1. Mentality wise, right? Yeah. But I don't necessarily want that immortalized on my skin.
That's real.
Like, cause it's gonna be more than $1 at some point in my life.
You can get $2.
It ain't gonna be all you eat.
You can get a $50 bill tattooed up there or a $1,000 bill, whatever you want.
Jesus,
you know what I'm saying?
Lord. Oh.
Like $1,001.
You know what? No judgment. Whatever y'all choose to get tatted,
do it.
Y'all are grown. Mm-hmm. Who am I to say? Mm-hmm. It ain't gonna be on me, child. But I like a little mystery before you go taking off the shirt, child. I like this. I like the grand reveal below the neck.
Y'all grown as hell. Shit.
Right, grown as hell. Y'all got to answer for him, not me. Because all of mine are coverable. I don't even know if that was necessarily by design. Like, except for my hands. Like, at some point, my right hand's going to be covered. And it's going to go into, like, a sleeve. I just don't. That's just going to be later.
Dude,
like,
someone sent me, this bitch had got a big-ass penis tattooed on her ass.
Oh my God.
Huge.
Damn.
It was huge. And I can't remember.
I wonder if it was like mapped out after someone's like actual real life dick. Because then how does every man after that feel?
It was crazy as hell. I said, wow. She's out here
challenge
walking
accepted.
with her dick.
Right. Like, is that how you would approach it? Like, you about to hit from the back and all of a sudden there's someone else's dick stamped on her ass.
Just dick.
You don't necessarily know the nigga or anything.
From her cheek through her thigh though. So like
damn,
that's a
big
big
long
dick.
ass
Right.
joint.
Big dick. And I was like, wow.
Man, you never forgot it. That thing was like
Wow.
It was
sheesh.
I was like, I guess as a stripper that'd be nice.
Would that give you pause before continue? I guess men kind of continue through anything.
Not really.
But like,
sometimes
would that give you pause though? Because now you're hitting it looking at an illustration of a meat.
At least the balls and the butt.
That's wild. Wow.
And
wow.
Shaking.
Wow.
Oh, that is so
wow.
funny.
And then she got a lot of ass, and so it's a lot of reverb. And so now the balls moving with her ass. Wow. Okay.
Damn.
Wow. Does that give you pause?
You know, for me,
You're gonna finish the job.
I don't yuck nobody.
Clapping. Yeah, you're gonna look up.
Yeah,
you're not gonna yuck it.
I'm like, where do I stand in the mix? Where you rate this?
That's true. It'd be a challenge at that point.
Challenge accepted.
Stamp the other side.
Right. My dick on the other side, bitch. And my name underneath
foot on the back of your head.
And my name
under
the
motherfucker. You don't remember me, damn it.
That's my kind of response, though. Yeah. Don't deter from the challenge. No, that's that real man shit.
Now I know who you are.
That's that real man shit.
Level up. Shut up.
Goddamn.
We're gonna have fun today.
You know what? Honorary Winner or not, a conversation that I've been seeing happening recently, and in random places, not even like related, that dudes are talking about, you know, if you walk in and your girl is cheating with your man or a man in general.
I just saw this.
And
I didn't catch this one.
It said, don't get mad, catch a nut. So what you would do is you walk in. You
now it becomes a train, and then you leave her.
Take your clothes off.
You walk in, yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. So you walk in, my girl's cheating. I'm like, damn, I'm shocked, but don't get angry, right? Mm-hmm. Just take your clothes off, right? Throws her off, throws him off, right? So then he sees it. He's like, oh, he mad, but he's like, damn, he sees what's going on. So now she thrown off, right? It's like, damn, this wasn't the reaction anybody was expecting.
How do I navigate this now?
But then it turns into something.
Throw the audible. Oh my god.
Yeah.
That is some like very interesting, angry goodbye sex.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You know.
Wow.
Some people was like, just give the guy a pound, you know.
Wow.
And do what you do.
See, I can imagine this would be like, especially the very toxic nigga. God forbid you're a water sign. I feel like they're gonna take this opportunity to like get off all the most disrespectful sexual activities that they can that they can get away with, because if she's that type of joint,
open the door.
If she's the type of joint, right? That's how a man gonna take it. You open the door. Now I can slut you out.
You open
Definitely
the door.
I was respecting you, caressing your head and shit, giving missionary. Now I'm flipping you around, my elbow in your back and shit. I'm yanking your motherfucking.
Put on the head. That's what
That's what it gives. That's what it gives. Now I'm about to disrespect the shit out you as I say goodbye.
Is it a goodbye? Shit. I
would have to imagine. You just caught this bitch cheating at the end of the day. You still caught her cheating at the end of the day.
I mean, at that point, right? I come in and I'm like, oh shit, I'm with this. That opens the relationship, right?
I got shit.
Keep on cheating.
So
like, I love you. Keep on cheating.
Will that eliminate the betrayal feeling though?
I mean, ever, right? No, it never gets
right. So
how do you move
you're
past that,
immediately going to treat her like she disrespected you. So you're gonna that ego and that feeling of betrayal. Now, unless y'all actually if we talking real emotionally mature here,
this is a lot.
If there's conversation after the nut about like, okay, why'd you feel the need to hide this from me? What's the cheating part? Why am I even coming home to her? You felt disrespectful enough to make it where I can even come into the situation.
Did you not know I was going on my way home?
Like that, there's factors to talk about at play here, right? Then yes, it kind of opens things up because that's another level of transparency neither one of y'all were prepared for. But most people aren't going there with it.
No.
Most people are not emotionally mature enough to identify the feelings of betrayal, speak it out loud, allow them to respond, and find some sort of like common ground at the end.
I think the only way that it can really successfully be done is that it was a fantasy talked about. You already agreed on that. You might surprise them this week.
It needs to be a conversation from the jump.
This week.
Surprise, motherfucker.
And
right, like I have a fantasy about
the other partner have to remember that it was something we talked about.
Nah, for real. Because if you just bring that up in like a random moment of just sharing fantasies over dinner, bitch, I'm not gonna expect to walk in on a Wednesday and see you with some strange dick. Like that's not. We didn't talk about that. Like I still kind of need to be kept abreast of what like the plan is. Because I could have had a bad Wednesday, and now, bitch, you thinking it's about to be a spicy hump day? No, bitch, this is not what we talked about.
Damn.
This was not the conversation.
I don't know.
That's tricky. That requires a lot of emotional maturity, though.
As a person that likes to see her partners fuck other people, I don't really.
It takes a special person to like embrace it.
Yeah,
it does. It definitely does. Because it doesn't translate to betrayal for you, but you also you're communicative about it from the onset, though.
Yes, this is very.
It's like if you never shared that, and then you walk in on a person fucking somebody else, it's not the same thing.
I'm not trying to. Hopefully, I'm not in a situation where we're living together because I will never.
Yeah, no, that happening in our shared space, I'm not with.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot. But if you like, I left a key card at your job or something like that. Use this. Come by. Let's relax. Let's do a staycation. I walk in. There's another thing going on. Woo! Yes, that's the situation I want. Period. Like. I have some motherfucking Luli. Oh, you already getting started. I'm gonna hop in the shower. I'll be right back.
That's a different thing.
You know what I'm saying? That's cute. That's cute to me.
That's cute.
That's a little situation.
Yes.
I'm all about the freaky deaky.
I'm not opposed to like that in concept. Like I've never actually like practiced such a thing, but whatever. Again, it doesn't deter me mentally, but child, let me tell you what we won't do. Just spring that shit up on a motherfucker. Just don't.
Like especially if it's in our bed. Like that's a lot. Yeah, I think in my bed type of situation, if I didn't invite that person along with you, I'm annoyed. I'm annoyed. I'm gonna try to not be angry. But I think I would be, because if it's something that's not talked about, I think that's where I get upset.
Yeah,
you know,
for sure. Because that's where where it boils down to intention. That's the betrayal part.
Yeah,
your intentions were to hide this from me.
Right.
That's the problem.
Right. Yeah, people.
You could have gave me a choice.
This one guy commented was like, I kind of did that before. I just came in and laid down because I was tired.
Nigga, what? You laid down and they continue to fuck? What is that? And now I need
they got
context.
This stuff together and left. But
still. And he just laid
down.
You gotta be in the next level exhausted.
When you're tired,
that's when you sick and tired of being sick and tired.
Okay.
Damn.
You sick and tired of being sick and tired at that point. Damn.
Nah.
Blessings to that man.
Yeah, but could you do it if Michelle was just clack with somebody else?
I don't know. I don't think.
Because this is your jump over a decade now. Like that's different.
That's different.
Now, would it change things for you if you were just dating this person for like 6 months to a year?
I don't know. I mean,
you never been in those shoes, right?
Yeah, I have to be there to think about it. But like, yeah, Michelle was like, "What?" I'd be like, "What the fuck?" Everybody getting hit,
right?
Nah, for real. At this point, for me, it's scorched earth.
What's going on right now?
Please don't let it happen in my house because that motherfucker's coming down in a blaze.
Yeah, okay, in my bed, our bed. Oh, okay.
Like nah. Like I got 4 flights of stairs to roll you down as I set the match at the bottom.
That's crazy.
You're gonna roll into a fucking fire.
Everybody getting these.
At that point, I'm prepared to be under the jail.
Yeah, right? Exactly.
I'm also
consequences come. And
crime of passion. I lost my mind. I'm also fighting it tooth and nail. But if I go into the jail, I'm prepared for that too. Jeez. At that point, because you'd have made me tweet.
At that point. Yeah.
All right, now, okay, now we had another honorary with it or not, but
okay.
I feel like
What's the other one?
Well, we had him watch beforehand.
Oh, I forgot about that.
But let's get into our 5th sip.
Okay, let's do our 5th sip.
Let's do our 5th sip. Because I already know how we could go on and on, honey.
Yeah.
So now we're at our final sip from Blue Run. This is the 123.8 proof Hatton Cattle. How appropriate. You give us the highest proof with this cowboy sounding ass whiskey name. Interesting. Yeah, that's what it gives. Hatton Cattle, 123. Yeehaw. That's a knee slapper. Okay, we're back to that peppery bite from the proof on the nose. Back to that vanilla extract too.
Yeah.
This one has a little bit of that butterscotch and some of that earthy funk from whatever that previous pour was.
Smoky, almost.
There's a smokiness there for sure.
Like chargirl smoke.
Yeah. Ooh, you know what this makes me want? Ironically enough, a chargirl oyster.
Ooh.
Coming soon. Dive in DC.
Period. I'm great for a segue.
Of course. I just had to plug that.
Ooh, I can't wait. Nah, that was a great segue. I love a good segue.
Good segue. Good segues. This has been good plugs.
Yes.
You're doing great. Keep it up.
You're doing great, sweetie.
This is first up. This is Jaren's first podcast.
My first podcast.
Oh, yes. We popped this podcast cherry.
How'd I do, y'all?
Oh, my God. Right. First of all, you've done so great. You're just so great. You're not awkward. As awkward as you like to claim you are. You are not. Because you flow very well. Your comedic timing is on point.
I just think I make awkward eye contact at times.
Yes, ain't nothing wrong with awkward eye contact as long as you're making eye contact. Right, the worst thing is to have shifty eyes. I'll take awkward over shifty. I don't do a shifty bitch. More if that citrus is there, peel, maybe a little pith, because there's a airiness to the citrus.
I hope you guys invite me back so I can learn about more and how to taste.
We'd love to have you back.
Yes.
Yeah, we got to start having more like regular guests, like who kind of rotate in and out.
The only one we have regular is Erica.
Correct. I want to bring Greg back.
Yeah.
We got to bring Jaren back. Yeah, let me get 5. Let me get a couple more. Actually, I'll take 7. It's going to be 2 more.
Okay. 3 more.
1, 2, Trace. Thank you. I like to do my drops in odd number increments. I still don't even know what that's about.
Yeah, we have some people to invite back. I think Clyde did 2. No, he only did 1.
Clyde did 1.
Has anyone done 2?
Erica's done 3 now.
3, yeah.
Yes, she did like 2 and a bonus.
Yeah.
We haven't had Greg back on yet, so no.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got this few people.
Princess.
We have to bring Princess. Oh, yes, period.
I remember Princess.
Her Caribbean ass.
Yeah, we gotta get her before she goes to Trinidad.
Is she going for a while?
She'll be in For February for a carnival, so it'd be nice to see how.
Do you guys do carnivals?
I don't do. I haven't done a carnival. Well, we did Aruba carnival.
We did Aruba carnival because we did what was it, Juve?
Yes.
But we got up in the middle of the fucking night, y'all.
Middle fucking night.
And was outside till the sun came up.
Yeah.
It was very fun. It was a cool experience.
Parades.
For sure.
We did a parade almost every night.
Yeah, we did a couple different jumps.
Mm-hmm.
It was fun.
It was great. Aruba was beautiful.
Okay. This is a lot more leather forward.
Yeah.
A lot more leather, tobacco, vanilla. This is giving heightened quintessential bourbon notes.
Do you guys smoke cigars?
Yeah.
You do?
Mm-hmm. I enjoy cigars. Good ones. It's got to be a great flavor. Like, because for me, I'm a weed smoker, so the holding the smoke in my mouth part, or just like this, not inhale, you're just having the smoke in your mouth and blowing it out. Like, that part is weird for me when the smoke doesn't taste good. So I like cigarellos and like...
Oh, okay, yeah.
Like, I prefer stuff like that. But I do like to pair a good cognac with a cigar or whatever.
Yes,
it's something I will enjoy more like on vacation, or if it's like a special party or whatever and there's like specialty cigars around, I'll partake. Yeah. But it's not like a regular thing for me.
Yeah. I smoke cigars regularly.
Okay.
I don't smoke weed at all.
Okay.
Just makes me quiet.
Does the cigar give you any sort of like sensation? Does it give you like a head sensation? Is it like
no, it's just more like a calming.
Okay.
I think the whole experience is a relaxing vibe.
Right.
So I'll I'll have some cognac.
It's the ritual of it.
My dad loves cigars.
Yeah. I smoke, I had a cigar journal for a long time, and I would keep the wrappers and understand which ones I was into.
Okay, that's the first time I've actually ever heard that one.
Did that
Cigar
influence
journal.
any food?
No. My so when I cook, it's very different, right? I'll cook something and I'm like, this tastes good, right? Or it should, right? Because I never went to culinary school or anything. I understand like, oh, this needs sweet, this needs spice, this needs, all the fat, acid to balance it out, right? So I'll think about that when I make any food, right? But I'll always ask like Michelle or my sister, for hey, can you taste this? Just to make sure it's balanced, because I'm like,
good.
In my mind it tastes great, but.
Yeah, everybody's tasting is different, for sure.
Right, just like a cocktail in theory can sound great, and then you put those things together and it's like record scratch.
Sure? Yeah.
I feel like my ideal bartending situation is if I could be back of the house and crank out cocktails. That would be so ideal for me.
Not talk to the people.
Send them fucking orders through. I got my music playing in the back. I didn't gotta sit not in there, bitch. Not in there, nickel. I ain't gotta worry about all those nuances of dealing with the front. I don't give a fuck type of day you had. I don't give a fuck about your date. I don't give a fuck about none of that. Bartender, have that conversation. Me, good old mixologist in the back, cranking them out for you. Teamwork makes the dream work. That's an ideal scenario for me.
That's what I do.
I want to be the wizard in the back.
I'm, cranking all the
I
food
pop out every once in a while. Compliments to the bar chef. Like, I want that moment. Yes, hello. Here's your sidecar of cocktail caviar and shit. Like, that type of shit.
Exactly.
I would love to do that.
Rather a closed kitchen or open kitchen?
I like an open kitchen.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like you get to see stuff. Like, the everyday looking at the same white walls and
I just think
is a lot to me.
It makes people cleaner.
Yes,
true.
That's what I like as a guest.
Yeah, exactly.
Being at the counter.
Yeah.
I get to see what they're doing back here.
People in kitchens,
it's more accountability.
People in kitchens do some fucked up shit, right? And I'm like,
because no one can see them.
No one can see you, right?
Yeah.
Right.
So I'm always like, open me up, man. Open the whole thing up. I want you to see my socks.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
I want
for
to
real.
do the whole thing, right? If I drop something,
for real,
you watch
there'll
me
be
throw
no
it away,
doubt
you
in your
watch me wash my
mind. You
hands,
can confidently eat my food.
Right. So at Rappahannock was my first open kitchen. It was great, right? I was like, the kitchen was literally around the bar. Yeah. So it was like bar 1 through bar 16. I would love treating bar 14 through 16 as chef's table.
Yes.
Because I'd be like, hey, y'all make sure they got silverware. I'm gonna deliver each dish.
Right.
Yeah.
And that was my
I like that.
My favorite.
And then it becomes a draw for people.
Yeah.
I love
an
that.
Experience.
Yeah.
It's the whole experience.
I love it.
Open my kitchen up all the way.
Open it right.
Open it up. I want you to see, because I'm fun at work. I whistle, I sing.
Wait, what's you singing?
Whistle while you work. Hey.
Exactly.
Go ahead and start it. Make it. Hey, whistle while you
shake something.
Yang yang in this thing. Hey, yang yang in this thing. Hey. I love when a motherfucker whistle in real life. Period.
I can't whistle for shit.
I was just about to say, it's definitely an art to whistling.
My favorite one. Y'all ready?
Yes. Now, see, I can't do that. I can't do that. I don't even know how to start that.
I can't do.
I can whistle.
Yeah, that was
And I can definitely whistle. I can whistle.
I can't do it.
But whatever that combination was just now, I can't do. Wow. That's a real bird chirp. Oh, see, this nigga make bird sounds. Okay. Random talent. This nigga make bird sounds. Yeah. Me, I can wiggle my ears.
Really?
Yeah.
Me too.
Hold on.
Whistle while you drink.
Oh, shit. That's crazy. Oh, shit.
Oh, well, yeah.
What muscle is that?
I have no idea. It's like the temple muscle. Like, it's
what? How do you learn to do that?
You just randomly do it and like, oh shit, is it actually moving?
Yeah.
It's kind of one of those things. That's
no.
It's like I'm like flexing my like tip.
No.
Do it.
I don't even know.
I don't even know what muscle I'm working. I can't even tell you.
That's a lot.
I'm sure there's a name for that muscle, but okay, briefly, y'all.
Real brief.
We're gonna get into it real brief.
Real quick.
Cheesecake Factory, bitch, because we cannot leave that unaddressed. We can't. We have a man in the room. We cannot leave it unaddressed. All right. Unless you've been living under a rock, you have seen at least some clips of the video. I still don't understand if it's a skit or not. Anyway, of this random junk looking like somebody's real judgmental auntie. Okay, with the 90s lipstick and all, baby.
Some purple.
Looking like it came from the 99s and the 2000s. She's on what appears to be like a live.
I guess it's a lie because she's talking to somebody.
Right. To keep referring to the ladies. I don't know what lady she was talking to, but she's on her phone. Can y'all believe this man is taking me to Cheesecake Factory looking like this? When I look like this and all this, just harping on Cheesecake Factory and chain restaurants as a whole. Now, context. The bitch was over an hour late coming downstairs to get picked up.
First off. Waited for her.
She let that man sit outside her apartment building for an hour because they didn't know each other well enough. Hold on to that nugget. They didn't know each other well enough for him to be invited upstairs. Okay? So he waits downstairs for over an hour. They didn't head that right. He's more patient than I ever would have been. They head to the reservation at the time of the reservation. Now, because this place was not a chain restaurant and has strict fucking reservation policies, they did not get their reservation. Right. So because she made them late to the restaurant,
he took them to Cheesecake Factory.
He pulls up to Cheesecake Factory, and this is where apparently the live or video whatever begins.
Dun, dun, dun.
She is sitting here trying to play this man like he's the scrub. Right. For taking her to Cheesecake Factory, where she's looking like whatever the fuck she's looking like. She did not look spectacular. She did not look like she was going anywhere all that special. She really looked like going to Cheesecake Factory. If we're keeping it a stat,
I'm on my way to a happy hour.
It's like it's giving I'm on my way to happy hour. I might even be going to Outback for a blooming onion. It gives that. It gives that. It gives. It gives Cadillac.
Onions are really good.
Nah, I don't disagree. But I know that I'm keeping it on a real casual, humble tip if I'm going to Outback and give me a blooming onion. Is all I'm saying.
The face wasn't beat.
The face was not beat. She had on the 99 and 2000s lipstick. It was like a retired MAC joint, and I probably have one somewhere in my makeup bag. Not gonna hold you.
It was very much Cheesecake Factory.
It's very much given Cheesecake Factory. Like, bitch, you could have got you an avocado roll and been very happy. Cut it the fuck out. But no, she decided to flex. Or what she thought was a flex for TikTok.
What she thought was
and so she's looking like this, looking like this, looking like that. Now his respectful self got in the car and said, okay, let's talk about it. He entertained this shit and said, let's talk about it. Now it starts with this very entitled, I look like this, I shouldn't be going here type of attitude, to him at the final part of the video saying, well, I don't like being disrespected by that bitch. He ain't say it like that, but I'm gonna say it for him. Ain't that bitch about to disrespect me? You was already late. You had me waiting downstairs for over an hour. You say we don't know each other well enough for me to come upstairs, but apparently we know each other well enough for you to want to be coveted and protected by me, but we can't hold hands. So I don't understand you, bitch. We probably don't align, and this was for the best. I'm gonna take you home. That's the sentiment.
Probably a Leo.
The shade of it. Okay, but here's the thing about Leo. You will never get a mixed signal from a Leo.
I'm just playing.
For better or worse, it'll never be mixed. For better or worse. Now, a Libra might give you a mixed signal. A Gemini might give you a mixed signal. Even a Taurus. Because a Taurus will want you to take them on a date, but they're going to give you the stink eye the whole time while they figure you out. And then by the end, they might warm up enough to maybe touch your hand.
So she found out that they was actually going to go to this fancier restaurant. She's talking about call them. And he's like, no, we were too late. We're not going to go there.
Right.
Once he was like, well, we're going home. She's like, wait, you want to end it now? You want to end it? You don't want to compromise?
She did not expect him to be like, well, fuck it, I'm going to take you home.
Like, where else am I?
He took her home.
She was so thrown off.
Too good, bitch.
She humbled herself real quick at the end.
Quick.
Well, I understand where you're coming from. I can see your point. You're making a lot of great points. I mean, ladies.
You missed your Mr. Moneybag Yo, dummy.
Dumbass. Okay, he was very mild-mannered. Probably would have happily spent a grip on you, too. Would have let you get your 48 oysters.
Said he was going to pay for everything. He says that. He was like, because she was like, well, as a lady and as a man, you should do this. He was like, I was going to do this and this, and I was going to do this.
Bitch, you pushed us back an hour and some change.
You're the dummy.
Bitch, you put us on TikTok Live.
You couldn't even bring me upstairs so I can have a glass of water while I wait.
While I wait over an hour for you? Like, what if I had to pee, bitch?
Anything.
I got like a good 5 to 7 minutes in
me. 10 is me being generous.
Yeah, I got like a good 5 to 7.
You are like you.
Like I told you what time I was coming.
He said it multiple times in advance, and he confirmed that with her.
You feel comfortable enough to have me pick you up at your place,
but I can't come upstairs.
But you feel comfortable to get into my car and let me drive you somewhere. I could have did something to you in or out of the house because
it doesn't matter.
Not you was meeting me anywhere.
Mixed signals.
Like that don't make no sense.
Mixed signals. Yeah. Mixed signals like shit. She doesn't even understand her own standards. To be honest, she's going off what social media gave her.
I don't know.
She's one of them following ass bitches who think that I'm in my city girl era. No, bitch, you are not Carisha. So please, I can't. It does not give that. Like you really like Carisha's auntie. Like, no, girl. The auntie with a fucking fraction of the amount of coins, because why are you that thirsty for a nigga to take you to a nice restaurant as if you don't know how to dine out outside of a nigga taking you there? I don't like that. Like, it was just giving really thirsty to be walking into a place that you look at a certain caliber.
And Cheesecake Factory's good, y'all.
Cheesecake Factory,
it's not bad.
All that other bullshit aside, Cheesecake Factory is good. There's something for everybody. You're a vegetarian, they got something for you. Pescatarian, they got something for you.
Big for a reason.
You like Asian, they got it for you. You like Italian, they got a version of it for you. What the fuck is the problem?
It's consistent.
Get your egg rolls, keep it cute, and go home.
That's it.
And be happy if you get a second date. I don't get it.
Shit, because he could have took you somewhere else afterwards. Could have took you to a nice cocktail bar.
She could have kept it graceful on the first date. She knew she was late. She felt entitled. She knew she was late. You could have kept it graceful and be like, okay, I made us miss the first reservation. I'm going to go ahead and do cheesecake. It's real cute. I'm going to keep it cute. Fine. Next time, I know to be on time, and we'll go somewhere else. We'll elevate next day.
Exactly.
Let's get to the first fucking date. You didn't have any intention of getting to know that man.
My first date spot was Red Derby. Yeah,
Red Derby. I've never been.
14.
Never been.
Oh my god, it's so divey, so low key, so chill.
Love that.
Yeah.
No, it's like
Is that pizza?
No, they had like random food, like bar food.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like.
But I'm not mad at stuff like that on the first date. Like, I don't need an elaborate first date. We're getting to know each other.
Exactly.
Like by alignments.
Yeah, exactly.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Like, I don't need you investing
$300-$400
in our first date. Like, I personally don't need that. Like,
steakhouse.
Now, like, I'm cool with cheesecake. Am I gonna go like Chili's? No, maybe not. I'm gonna
go.
I'm not saying I'm not like sitting in the car and like being like, okay, I'm not getting out. Like, I'll go, but I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna just give you a heads up. Probably not my favorite place.
Yeah,
but
I mean,
I'm gonna see what it give. I'm always I'm gonna see what it give type of girl.
First off, anybody that wants to surprise you with whatever's going on, go with the flow.
Just be graceful.
Be graceful. Night, be like, I'm usually into this type of thing. I'm usually into that.
Or you know what? You could even skip that part and be like, second date, I'm gonna choose.
Yeah, that too. So you can show.
So we went with your vibe. This time we'll go with mine. Yeah, I'm gonna show you my vibe.
Exactly.
And we go with that. Now I'm gonna check and make sure your pockets can afford my vibe first, because you still paying.
There it is.
I'm choosing, but you still paying. Let's be clear. Okay, because I'm that bitch.
Yeah.
But I'm also gonna check first.
Yeah, like that's fine.
I'm gonna feel you out. I'm gonna feel you out up until the date. Like, you like this type of spot. What type of cause where you into? When you putting on and putting out. Where you like to go, and then that gets me a gauge.
Right.
You know,
for sure.
At least a lot,
but that's when you care to get to know the person, though, and that's my thing. She didn't really care to get to know him.
Yeah. You need to be able to talk in it, have a great meal and talk.
And you don't want the awkwardness of like also taking a person to a place where they can't afford, and now it's awkward because they gotta account for what you order and then order based off what you order because they don't want to say wasn't expecting to go here.
Or what if it's a reach, right? And she's like, oh man, I want to go to this high-end place, and you don't even know what fork to use.
Right.
That's
and then you're not comfortable in the environment.
What fork to use ever.
You know what I mean? It's like, oh, I want to go to these nice places, and I don't know to go. Dang, what's the salad fork? What's this?
Well,
what's this? And it's like,
as a general thing, y'all, it starts from the outside of the plate with the smallest utensils and works inward towards your plate because the thought is, as you go through your courses, you get closer to your plate, and that final utensil is the ones that you're using with your. You can go to Cheesecake Factory. Yeah.
you got.
I've had to do dinner service because I come from the catering space, so I've had to set those type of course. I've had to course out the utensils and all that. So I had to learn the mentality in order to understand without someone telling me which fork or knife or whatever goes where.
Like, take me to this nice place, and they got like.
And I guarantee you, a bitch like her don't even know what the utensils are for. You give her a motherfucking soup spoon, she don't know what to do with it. She taking the fucking dinner fork and using it in her salad. She's that type of bitch. I guarantee you. It's a facade. It's a fucking facade.
It really is. It really is.
We've been through all 5 of our pours, and I have a final question for you.
Yes.
You go on a date with a person. This is within the first, couple dates, whatever. This bitch orders 48 oysters.
Oh, I heard about
As a person who shucks oysters, serves them, consumes them. I cannot. But are you thinking anything? She's ordering 48 raw oysters and eating them by herself.
Yeah. I could do 3 dozen by myself.
Really?
Some people love oysters.
I can do a dozen by myself. I can't do 3 dozen. And not because I can't enjoy it. I'm thinking about my pH. This is raw seafood. Yeah. And that's I was like, damn, bitch, I know we not fucking after this. You ain't had a piece of pineapple. You ain't had no lemon water. What are we doing? An alkaline? Like, ooh, that's a lot of. Ooh, it's a lot of raw. It's a lot of raw dogging before we even get to dessert. No, she's on a date.
Yeah.
This bitch is on a date. Not only the date ordered a drink. Went to the bathroom, never came back. She got 48 oysters. She got an appetizer. She got an entree. This bitch was hungry.
I thought she was by herself. Like,
no, bitch. No, because she went off at the end and was like, this nigga said he was going to the bathroom. It's been 15 minutes. He never came back and left me with the bill. She was mad.
Why would you order 4 dozen oysters by yourself?
And crab balls and an entree and cocktails.
I mean, when you think you sharing, it's like, oh, we get.
She didn't think that.
I mean.
You order 48 oysters and he don't touch not a fucking shell. You know y'all not sharing.
You gotta really have a conversation with people with you.
How they eat.
About how they
and if
eat
I'm just like, I like to share plates and stuff. Yeah. So I said it from the beginning. Are you the type that's like, okay, no, it's the jail cafeteria. You protect your plate, I protect mine. Yeah. Or can we family style this out and really enjoy across the menu? Because I like to be able to, I'm not going to sit there and finish any one particular dish. Right. So I like to share.
If I'm there for 4 hours, I can do a 48 oysters for sure.
Okay. If we're sitting and it's that type over a course, am I ordering 48 out the gate? No. One, I'm thinking about the fact that ice is melting, bitch. Bacteria is growing. I'm just thinking about the fact that it's raw oysters. These plates were flat as fuck. It was not enough ice for my comfort level. It was just so many questions unanswered.
I didn't see the table.
It was so many questions unanswered. I was like, wow, these little flat tin plates. Where's the ice at? How are you preserving? You have to slurp really fast through 4 dozen to preserve the cold level that's required to preserve these raw seafood items.
I mean, because I've been on a table where maybe there was like 4 or 5 of us, and at least
dozens are at the table.
Right?
Yes.
But everyone's eating.
By myself, I'm probably
by myself, I probably consume at least 12. At least 12.
But that's you could do. I
could do a dozen by myself. I could.
I shuck oysters and like.
I could do a dozen. They got to be really great, though. They got to be great.
They have to be great.
Like, can I do that anywhere? No.
And cold.
And small. I'm not doing a dozen tongue-sized oysters. I'm not doing that. No, not at all.
Please don't give me a tongue size.
I need to bite. I need little bites.
You just like, do you swallow or chew?
I I
swallow.
I swallow. I had to think about it. Pause.
Yeah.
I swallow. The only time in life you'll ever hear me say I'm a swallower, just so we're clear. I swallow. Only time in life.
I bring it out of him.
In that case, it goes for
you know what?
We're gonna get the
Jared's a fool. We gonna end it on that note. He brings it out of him, honey. Okay, what was your second favorite pour? Because you finished your favorite.
Man, I finished all now.
Well, Jared, tell the people where they can find you.
Yes, period.
116 Kennedy Street, Northwest. I'm at Kennedy Street Tacos each and every Tuesday.
Yes, at Jackie Lee's, honey,
Jackie
period.
Lee's, come talk to me. Dive in DC on Instagram. Yes. I got an oyster and martini bar coming up soon.
Please make sure that we are on the Soft Open Friends and Family list.
Of course.
Because we would love to come support.
Of course, you will be.
Yes. Clank, clank.
Cheers. Thanks for having me.
Make sure that you subscribe, comment, like, share, all the things.
Turn your notifications on. All of these single barrels are currently available on sealbox.com and the Sealbox app. You can use the promo code SOUL for free shipping on said order. These are like $2.50 a pop, so you're going to want that free shipping. Holla at us. Okay.
Cheers.
Bye.